All right, and welcome into Fantasy Pros live on YouTube. It's a sensational Sunday morning, November 23rd. So, of course, we've got another fantasy football Q&A coming your way right here. And as always, you can drop your super chats in the first 20 minutes of the show to guarantee a response. I'm your host, Seth Woolcock, enjoying the start of winter out here in PA as it's officially football weather. We got a very light dusting of snow on the ground today. I'm sure that'll affect some NFL games. And I'm joined by a man who's also born and raised in that Midwest cold. He's Pat Fitzmaurice. Fitzy, how are you today? And any of that white stuff on the snow or on the ground today in the suburbs of Chicago?
No, Seth, pretty nice day for Bears Steelers. It's going to be high of around 50 degrees, not much wind. So weather should not be a factor here in Chicago. Now, a week from now, it's going to be high in the low 30s.
Ooh,
so it's
okay.
coming, but it's still pretty nice right now.
Okay, well, making its way out to the Midwest for you. Glad to hear it, and glad to hear there'll be no snow on the ground because I don't think my Pittsburgh Steelers can need any more obstacles, even though they'll kind of play into their hand a little bit. Again, guys, go ahead, send your super chats in. We'll guarantee a response for them for the first 20 minutes of the show. Also, be sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new as well. We're trying to get to 300,000 subscribers by the end of the year. We can do it with your help. Fitz, what do you say we jump in here? Looks like we're already pretty loaded. It's that time of year where people really got a lot of questions that need answered too.
Yeah, it's do or die, Seth. Couple games left, 3 weeks left to get your playoff spot secured. So let's do it, man.
Okay, here's the first one coming in from Brett Jones, wide receivers who I trade London for in a dynasty format. Fitz, you're the dynasty guy. What do you do with London in this particular circumstance? You need to make the playoffs, but he's definitely an asset. I want on my team still long term.
Yeah, I mean, do you have to trade him? Like that's a guy I really like. So I don't know. Like he's in my dynasty rankings, I have got him as of now, wide receiver. Sorry, I'm pulling up dynasty. Wide receiver 12. Got him like right around the two guys directly ahead of him. And now I'd probably change this. I'd drop Roma Dunze behind him. So wide receiver 11. Behind Rashee Rice, Tedoroa McMillan, and just ahead of like Odunze, Nico Collins, Garrett Wilson. So that's your neighborhood for value. I just keep him, man. Like, I think he's really good. I mean, we have seen it. It's too bad he got hurt because he was on a heater. And that's with Michael Penix, who I think people still have questions about as an asset. So I just hold on to him.
Yeah, sometimes like I know it's tough and you got to try to win every single year if you're in that win now format on your team, but at the same time, you just don't want to make any rash decisions because you could end up regretting it. So Brett, thank you so much for the question, buddy. Next one up here, Hurt to Spree. Should I start Goddard or Jawan Johnson this week at tight end? I have Hurts and A.J. Brown starting and Montgomery, Bam Knight. Oh, okay, second part of the question, Monty, Bam Knight, or Rashad. What do you think here for Hurt Spree?
I understand the inclination to not want to go that heavy on Eagles, but in a matchup against the Cowboys, I think you can justify it. And we saw Goddard have that big game in the Thursday night season opener against the Cowboys. A lot of catches for him. Whereas, A.J. Brown, I think, had one catch for 8 yards in that game. So I would play Goddard over Johnson, even though I kind of like Johnson this week. Monty, Bam Knight. I'm playing Monty against the Giants and it's either them or the Bengals for worst run defense in the league. DVOA says it's the Giants. I'm not sure I totally agree with that, but second worst, I think they have locked.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm with you there. Like Monty a lot. I like the Lions in general. I think there's some big numbers out there, the sports books this week, Pat, but I think they're for good reason. And I think that Lions game is one of them. Here's one from Chise. Full PPR, start one in the flex, A.J. Brown, Michael Pittman, or Alvin Kamara. What do you think here on this one, Pat?
Yeah, even though the floor is not safe with A.J. Brown, I think A.J. Brown against Dallas is the way to go here. I think that's the best percentage play.
Okay. Yeah, Kamara, he finally got back in our good graces, but it was one game, and it's tough to trust.
I know. He was like cuttable before that saving game a couple weeks ago where he had over 100 scrimmage yards. I just don't know if I want to count on that repeat. Maybe Tyler Shuck is better for him than Spencer Rattler was. Shuck challenges defenses downfield. Maybe that loosens things up a little bit, and you don't get guys stacking the box as much against Kamara. So still, I couldn't play Kamara over AJB.
Okay. Here's one from Shane asking full PPR, start one wide receiver, Parker Washington, Joshua Downs, or Darius Slayton. Is Slayton up today? I don't know.
I think it's believed that he is going to play.
Okay.
So, um, right now I've got Washington a little bit higher than those guys. I've got Parker Washington ranked wide receiver 34, then Slayton and Downs right next to each other at 41 and 42. I just think with no BTJ going, you do have Brenton Strange coming back for the Jaguars, your guy from Penn State, Seth,
Yes,
but
sir.
I still think probably going to be a pretty limited target tree. With those guys as the clear guys, maybe you get a little Tim Patrick, but even though Parker Washington has sort of bricked his last 2 games, I think he's a decent play against Arizona.
Okay. And our back end producer, Sal, letting us know, according to the Are They Playing tool over at fantasypros.com, we have right now that Slayton is 99% chance to play, so he should be good for you. Great knowledge there. Also, here's a question, which, if we were sitting here 6 weeks ago, I don't even think this would be a conversation. We might laugh at this question, but it's a real one now. Rome Odunze or Travion Henderson, full PPR flex, Pat?
I got to go Travion Henderson. I don't think that genie's going back in the bottle, Seth. And the Bengals are absolutely terrible.
Yeah.
And like Ramondre Stevenson is coming off turf toe. I think the thing that Henderson investors are horrified by is the possibility, like, oh my goodness, what if it goes back to Travion Henderson getting 18 carries and or Ramondre getting 18 carries and Stevenson, Henderson getting 6.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going back that way with Stevenson coming off turf toe. Like, I think it's Henderson's time to shine. Odunze, ever since that streak where he scored like 5 touchdowns in his first 4 games, I think he's had 1 touchdown since week 6. So I don't know. I have to go Henderson here, even though Odunze is a top 20 receiver for me this week, but Henderson's a top 10 running back.
Yeah, and the Steelers secondary has gotten a lot better. We moved Jalen Ramsey into safety a few weeks ago. Kyle Duggar was traded as well. So that's kind of really livened up that secondary a little bit. And I expect a lot of Joey Porter Jr. on Rome specifically in this matchup. So I'm a little bit lower, I think, on Rome than consensus. And I'm with you on Travion Henderson. I just don't think they can turn away from this again, especially like this is a team now that has Super Bowl aspirations. So I think they're going to do what they can to get Ramondre back eased into this one and not give him the full workload. Let's go to Thomas, who is asking, oh, wow, this is kind of a stinker one. Mason Taylor or AJ Barner. You can also go Chig. He can also go Darnell Washington. He is playing JSN, if that means anything, with the AJ Barner stack, Pat.
I'm still going with Barner here, just because it is a pretty skinny target tree. Even though the Titans haven't been that bad against tight ends, I just think, Barner gives you more upside than any of these other options.
Yeah, I am with you. I do kind of like Chig this week, to be honest. Like, I have him over 22.5 receiving yards. It's one of my favorite bets of the week, just because, I think everyone knows now, like the Seahawks are another really gettable matchup when it comes to tight ends, right? And Chig hasn't been bad either. Like he's been solid. He's averaging 4.2 targets, 3.2 receptions, 33.7 receiving yards per game. But we also have other tight ends being involved there, including the rookie Gunnar Helm. And it feels like it's really AJ Barner's role in Seattle.
Yeah, if I liked the quarterback situation, I'm not down on Cam Ward long term, but that's maybe the thing that holds him back against a Seattle defense that can really get after the passer. So yeah, it's kind of an enhanced target profile with Seattle, or with the Titans having so many injured wide receivers. It's basically just like Shamir DK and Van Jefferson. So, but that does enhance the target outlook. I still think Barner's a little bit better of a play.
Okay, and before we keep it moving, a real quick announcement, everyone, that our partners over at DraftKings Pick Six have a deal that you don't want to miss. New DraftKings customers, this one's for you. When you play $5 or more on your first paid Pick Six entry, you'll get $50 in bonus picks instantly. That's right. Just play $5, get 50 in bonus picks when you are building your slips, and take your shot at some huge payouts. Just use the promo code FPROS or scan the QR code on the screen to sign up to start playing. Again, that's code FPROS. And if you're thinking about trying Pick Six, now is the time to get invested. Just use the promo code. You're going to get yourself set up there very nicely. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7937 888-866-7777 or visit ccpg.com in Connecticut. Must be 18 plus. Eligibility restrictions do apply by jurisdiction. Pick Six is not available everywhere, including New York and Ontario. Sorry about it. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable. Pick Six bonus picks that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd, 2025 at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos. All right, let's get back to the question here, Fitz. And the next one coming in from Modest Yahoo. Knight or Slayton this week, Emmanuel Wilson or Pearsall?
Oh, man, in PPR. I'm playing Knight here unless I'm an underdog, and then maybe if I need to try to land a haymaker, I'd
Sure.
go Slayton, but I think Knight is just the safer play, safer usage outlook. He's pretty much going to operate in the lead guy, albeit in a really tough matchup against Detroit. I'm going Emmanuel Wilson here if Jacobs. This all depends on whether Jacobs plays or not. I'm going Emmanuel Wilson if Jacobs is out.
Okay. Yeah, I'm with you there. And I think so many people are kind of misstepping a little bit and like devaluing Bam Knight a little bit this week just because it hasn't been great as the sole running back. And of course, Michael Carter is going to be involved as well, but no DeMercado. And last week he had about a 60-yard run called back as well.
Yep.
So could have been a much better stat line for Bam Knight. I'm with you there, Pat. Here's one from SoCal Hawaiian. Already down, so need upside thanks to Joshua Allen and Nico Collins. I'm with you there, brother. Full PPR, pick 2 in the flex. Bam, Algier, Monangai, Singletary, Slayton, Yoshi Voss, or Luther Burden III.
All right.
That's a tough one.
It is. In full PPR, I want to play Yosavash this week, actually.
Okay.
Like, I know based on what he's done, and I just heard someone talking about how he's, only 10% targets per route run. It's not an even applicable stat this week with Jamar Chase out. Of course, he's going to have a low target per route run when he's playing with Jamar Chase and T. Higgins.
Sure, yeah.
There's no Jamar Chase, and T. Higgins is going to get locked up with Christian Gonzalez probably on a good number of his routes today. I think Yosavash has some intriguing ceiling potential here. And then I'm going with Bam Knight, I think, over Slayton again.
Okay. Yeah, Algiers probably the only other person I would consider, and then you're just going touchdown hunting. But the Saints have given up a ton of touchdowns to opposing running backs, and for whatever reason, it feels like Algiers is just continuing to vulture Bijan as much as he can. I think he's like top 10 in rushes inside the 10-yard line this year, Pat. It's crazy.
Who are the Steelers going to have on Burden today, Seth? Who is like their primary slot guy?
So originally it was Jalen Ramsey this season, right? And that has been switched around quite a bit. Now we have a guy by the name of Brendan Eccles. And again, he was not supposed to be. We had Dante Kent earlier this season. He's on IR now. So Brandon Eccles is pretty much what we have, and not a fan favorite by anyone out here in Yinzer country for sure.
Okay, yeah, it could be the Burden rollout today. But Burden is all ceiling, but I mean the floor is just the floor is 3 for 16,
right,
or 2 for 16. So I still got to go Knight over Luther.
Yeah, great to see him finally getting some work though. Yes. I'm excited for what we can see. I think he's a great stash candidate. Here is one from F Swift asking, should I flex Swift, Tucker, Michael Wilson, Alec Pierce, and is Auden a hold for tight ends like Strange, Schultz, Kincaid were dropped also? So is Auden a guy that you have to have on your roster rest of season, Pat? Is he more of a streamer to you? And also, who are you picking out of this flex slot?
I think Auden becomes less valuable the more healthy the Buccaneers get at wide receiver. And they're getting Chris Godwin back this week, and they could have Mike Evans back in a week or two. So I don't necessarily think he's a hold. I'd rather have Kincaid. I'd rather have a healthy Kincaid. We've seen that the Bills don't have any receivers other than Khalil Shakir.
Yep.
So it stands to reason that Kincaid is going to continue to be involved and continue to maybe be like, he's their best deep threat right now, Seth. It's kind of scary, but so I would rather have Kincaid than Auden. And man, I have Michael Wilson ranked wide receiver 18 this week. I'm above consent, but I'm not playing him over DeAndre Swift. Wide receiver or running back 16 for me.
Okay. Yeah, that is a very, very close one. And I'm with you on Kincaid. And I also even would prefer Schultz over Auden at this
Yeah.
point, just because while Schultz isn't getting a ton of high value, high leverage targets, he's still like the number 2 option in that pass catching game, even though Jaden Higgins starting to break out as well down the stretch. Here's one from Thomas. Keep one, Monongai, Corum, Rodriguez, and Bigsby. I am the Barkley manager. What do you think on this one, Pat? Who's the guy who's getting the rug pulled out from under him?
I guess I'd pull Monongai because I think Rodriguez is playable right now. Well, not this week, obviously, because he's on bye. But like when he plays, I think the workload is enough that you could, if injuries wrecked you, you could play Chris Rodriguez and feel okay about it.
Okay.
And then Corum and Bigsby are just such valuable handcuffs and really good offenses that run the ball so well. Monongai's the Bears have been running the ball well too, but I just think Monongai, there's a little less to be gained with him than I think there is with Corum or Bigsby.
Okay, here's one from Estelange asking PPR need 2 wide receiver and a flex. Abuka, Flowers, Jennings, Jalen Warren, Kareem Hunt, Zach Charbonnet. Also have Emmanuel Wilson's if Jacobs is out. Let's start with that first question. It's a 2-parter. What do you think about this first part here, Pat?
All right, so I would play Emeka Abuka for sure.
Yep.
I would play Jalen Warren, Seth. I mean, the Bears have all of their starting linebackers out today.
Ooh, okay.
And if it's Aaron Rodgers, whether it's a compromised Aaron Rodgers or Mason Rudolph, you would think that the Steelers would be incentivized to run the offense through their running backs this week against the Bears. So I think Jalen Warren and Abuka are the must plays. I think I would put in, I'd play Emmanuel Wilson over Flowers if Jacobs is out. If Jacobs plays, I would play Flowers.
Okay, perfect. And then another league, Ricky Pearsall, Joshua Dobbs, Worthy. I think we need 1 flex there, Pat.
I've got Dobbs ranked highest, little bit ahead of Pearsall, and I don't really want to play a less than fully healthy Worthy against the now really good cornerback group for the Colts now that they've gotten Sauce. Yeah. I mean, they have 3 really good cornerbacks now. So Worthy is kind of a peripheral weapon now for the Chiefs.
Yeah.
He's a distant third in this.
Yeah, he's been rather disappointing since Rashee Rice came back. Anyone who said Rashee Rice over Worthy this season, they definitely got that one right, even though they had to be patient. Here's one from our friend Jess asking, good morning, Luther Burden, Alec Pierce, Jacoby Myers, Tez Johnson, Ricky Pearsall, T-Mac. I need 4 unless I play Monongai, my flex, or grab Carter, Neal, or Brooks. So starting with that first part, Pat, I don't think I'm playing any of those other players over these wide receivers, except maybe Monongai if I was getting real risky with it. But what are your thoughts here? I know it's a lot of receivers we've been discussing this week.
T-Mac has to play.
Yep.
49ers have no pass rush, whatever. We saw Jacoby Brissett pick them apart last week. I think even Bryce Young with time can pick them apart.
I agree.
T-Mac is like a top 15 receiver, I think, in ECR this week, and I agree with that. I think you play Alec Pierce. I'm just guessing like Steve Spagnuolo is probably going to sell out to stop Jonathan Taylor today.
I think so, yeah.
I would imagine Alec Pierce is going to have some one-on-one matchups today. So I like him. I think Jacoby Myers and Pearsall are my next 2.
Okay.
You know, like as intrigued as I am by Burden, it's just the floor is so unsteady. We still haven't seen him play a 50% snap share in any game. Zach.
Yeah, that's true. True.
That's the main problem with Burden. And Tez Johnson, the outlook gets diminished a little bit with Chris Godwin back this week.
Yeah, absolutely. A quick reminder, folks, that the guarantee is up for the first 20 minutes of the show, but we're going to try to get to as many questions as we can. We'll also have another hour of Q&A coming up right after us with Welsh and Derek Brown. So looking forward to that. Let's get to Brooklyn's finest. I thought that was Joe Pisapia, but apparently it is not. Good morning, pros, 14-team PPR, Dart and Daniels. Hurt, should I start Jameis Winston or Caleb Williams? Let's start with the first part of their quarterback, Winston Williams.
Yeah, I'm going Caleb. Just he's been pretty solid, and he gives you that rushing potential. Winston in Detroit, I'm a little worried about that.
Yeah. Yep, I'm there with you. And then flex, leaning Luther Burden III. Also other options, Van Jefferson, Jalen Coker, Isaiah Hodgins. Thanks, guys. Good luck. I think I'm Luther Burden there, unless you want to go with Hodgins. What about you, Fitz? How do you stand?
Well, the pivot for me, Seth, would actually be Coker. Because
Okay.
the 49ers have been getting beaten up by slot
That's a good
receivers
point. That's a good point.
lately. And but I don't know. Right now, I've got Coker ranked wide receiver 45 and Luther Burden wide receiver 47. I've actually got Coker ranked higher.
Okay.
But
Okay.
it is a coin flip. Brooklyn's finest, I think Coker is probably a little safer than Burden just because I think he's going to have a snap share above 50%. And I don't know if we can say that for Burden. It's just that the Bears play so much two tight end with Colston Loveland and Cole Kmet. And when they're in two receivers, it's Odunze and DJ Moore. So that's the issue here. That's why I've Coker ranked a little bit higher. But I think if you want to take a shot at the big play, I mean, Coker cannot match Luther Burden's big play upside. I mean, that guy's just electric with the ball in his hands. So it's safety versus boom bust.
Okay.
That's how I think you look at this.
Yeah, I think that's a great call, man. Bryce Young did a lot of good last week, and he had a lot of, pressure and just blind rushers coming off and getting him. So I think he can do really well against the 49ers. So I don't hate Coker. Here's my fellow Steelers fan, JT, checking in. First part of this, am I flexing DK Metcalf against the injured Bears defense or Sean Tucker versus the Rams? Pat, maybe it is the Steelers fan in me. I'm in on DK Metcalf this week.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's Mason, I would honestly prefer Mason Rudolph in this matchup just because George Pickens was a stud in the stretch run in 2023 with him. And also, it seems like teams' ex-wide receivers have done really, really well against Chicago as of late. So what about you on that first part?
I agree. I mean, I think Mason Rudolph is more likely to get DK some air yards than Rodgers is, who's trying to make DK be a catch and run receiver, which is not really his thing. Yeah, I don't want to play Sean Tucker against the Rams.
Okay.
Like that is a really tough. The Rams are a top 5 defense. I think they're third as far as fewest fantasy points per game allowed to running back. So I just think, and the matchup, Jalen Johnson, the Bears' best cornerback, and probably a top 10 cornerback in the league. Returned to practice this past week. They did not activate him for this week. So the Bears are still going to be without their best outside cornerback, and they do not have a good group of cornerbacks with Jalen Johnson off the field.
Second part of this, Michael Pittman Jr. against Kansas City, or you going Mooney with Cousins versus the Saints?
I'm intrigued by Mooney, but I got to go Pittman here. I mean, it's just better player, better offense. All Mooney has is the enhanced target outlook. But like Kirk Cousins' arm is shot, and Mooney has been injured and bad all year. Got to go. Pittman.
Yep, I am right there with you, man. You can't sit Michael Pittman. I don't trust Darnell Mooney. It could be a good game, but we haven't seen double-digit PPR points all season long. Here's one from Aced Up. Already got burnt with Woody Marks Thursday. I mean, I think you got like 7 or 8 points. That ain't the worst.
70-some rushing yards.
Yeah, I'll take that. I wanted a little more through the passing game, but Genty, Walker, or Pearsall flex one. I'm going Genty here personally, Pat. Same. I just like the volume. You're in the same court then?
Yeah, especially now that they're getting him the ball more in space as a pass catcher.
Yes.
Genty.
Freaking Chip Kelly, man. What how did it take that long? That's crazy. Here's a really good question too. And Red Face Radio must have a great team because he's considering in a half PPR league. Are you flexing Genty or Tedero McMillan? What do you think here in this one, Pat? 2 great rookies.
Yeah, I'm going with McMillan here, Seth.
Okay.
I love the matchup against the 49ers. And like the 49ers they have the lowest pressure rate in the league by like 2%. It's like 13 point something. Bengals are next lowest at like 15.6.
Oh, wow.
They have the lowest sack rate at 2.9%. Next lowest is 3.9%. Like they just cannot get after the quarterback at all. And it's just like, I want to play pass catchers and quarterbacks against the 49ers.
Okay. I am with you there. I love Ashton Genty, but I think Tedero in this matchup specifically makes me feel a certain type of way. Here's Peter G with a question. Good morning, fellas. 7-4, 1 running back standard, Sean Tucker, Bam Knight, or Tootin. Thanks. I have Hampton, Bucky, and Benson, so hope to stay in the race. I hope you can too, man. 7-4, you're in a good spot right now, Peter. What do you think can help him more this week, Bam Knight or Sean Tucker? Or is it the surprise play of Tootin?
Yeah, the cavalry is coming for Peter. We just got to try to sneak out a win here in week 12. I have Tucker ranked just ahead of Bam Knight this week.
Okay.
Difficult matchups for both. The Rams and Jaguars both have really good run defenses. I think Tucker has a little more juice.
I don't think that's an overstatement at all, man. I mean, Bam Knight for many years was a guy kind of just floating around practice squads, right? So,
Yeah.
and there's a reason that even despite the health issues, they drafted Sean Tucker. He's hung around on the roster, and he's got a little more pass catching upside too. He's a good pass catcher. Not the Bam Knight's a bad one, but here's one from is can you pronounce that name, Pat? Izias Gutierrez?
Isaiah Gutierrez.
Isaiah. There we go. Okay. Flex 2. Sorry to butcher the name there. We won't butcher the answer, though. Flex 2, PPR, Hunt, Watson, Pierce, Pearsall. Who you flexing in this lot, Pat?
I actually am going to play Hunt with Pacheco still out. I think you
Okay.
get nice touchdown potential there. And even though the Chiefs aren't that interested in running the ball, I still think there's a strong likelihood Hunt gets at least 10, 11, 12 touches today.
Okay.
So I have Watson and Pierce ranked right next to each other, Seth. I have Watson ranked higher right now, and I've been debating that all week. Like I find that one to be just a coin toss. I think both are slightly better bets than Pearsall, but all those guys are like in the same tier. Who do you like of Watson and Pierce? Because I've been struggling with that one all week.
I'll probably take Pierce just because I'm kind of with you. I think the Chiefs are going to sell out and try to stop the run. Watson's been great, but I also think with Watson, like there's always the chance that the Packers use so many wide receivers, he just gets lost in the sauce a little bit. So I kind of do just trust Pierce a little bit more in this particular matchup.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that is real tough for sure. And I don't know. I mean, you could go both guys in that Chiefs Colts game, and I think we're probably going to get points in that game. So I'm not opposed.
Anyone other than Pearsall, I still just don't trust Ricky Pearsall. I said it last week. I'm going to say it again. It's just
we need a show me game.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Here's one as well. Who to start at quarterback, May or Lamar? Wow, good problem to have.
Wow.
Let's start at the top there, Pat. You were one of the big Drake May guys. I'm one of the big Drake May guys of this company, and then Lamar Jackson. It's hard to sit him in such a glorious matchup this week.
It is. They're 1 and 2 for me, but Lamar's a little bit banged up, and so maybe we don't get the full running potential. Just missed a practice this week. I mean, it was just a rest thing more than anything else. I want May against the Bengals, and the Bengals are horrible.
Yeah,
their pass rush is terrible. They can't cover. And I think May has like 8 straight games where he's got a YPA of 8 or higher. Like he just doesn't have bad days, Seth. And you don't figure he's going to have a bad day against the Bengals.
No, dude. He's just been so consistent too. Like I love the floor Drake May gives you. And while I think you and I were both, it's two of the guys drafting him more aggressively than most, I don't think either one of us would have said, hey, yeah, we're going to sit here in week 12 and Drake May on Sunday is going to be the ECR QB1. Just, wow, what a run for this kid. What a run for this kid.
Yes.
Second part of the question, wide receiver 1 and 2 between Abuka, Jameson Williams, or Flowers. And for the flex, one of those wide receivers or Genty, Pat.
I want to start Abuka first for sure.
Yes. Yep.
And then I'm glad that we get to flex one of these guys because I want to flex JMO, and I want to flex JMO over Genty. Like just with the and I know some people might still see JMO as sort of low floor. I don't think he has a low floor against the Giants, who have been terrible against outside receivers, and with this new usage with Dan Campbell running him on all these crossers and in breaking routes.
Yeah.
Like, get this guy the ball quickly and let him make plays. And that's what they've been doing. And we've seen 2 really nice games in a row for JMO.
Yep.
I think he keeps it up against the Giants at home. No weather to deal with. So I want Abuka and JMO here.
Okay. And then you would go Flowers over Genty in the flex?
No, I think so wide receiver 1/2. I think he only gets 2 of these guys max.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I read that completely wrong.
So the pecking order would be Abuka, JMO, and then I'd probably go Genty over Flowers.
Okay. Yeah, man. I think that's one of the most under talked about things this season from a fantasy perspective is Dan Campbell taking over the play calling and what he's done with Jameson Williams in particular. It's been really, really great to see after a really slow start.
Yes.
Here's one from Arden asking, howdy, half-point PPR, need an RB2, a wide receiver 2, and a flex between Henderson, Hall, Abuka, Olave, Pearsall, and Tyler Warren. Wow, what a lot here. Good times are being had over there from our friend Adrian. What do you have for him here, Pat?
I think Henderson has to play against the Bengals.
Yep.
I think I'm playing Ibuka, and I think I'm playing Chris Olave against the Falcons, who, we haven't seen him hyper targeted by Tyler Shuck as much as Spencer Rattler did, but
Yeah.
his average depth of target is basically doubled since Tyler Shuck has been. We're getting higher value targets from
Okay.
now. And Olave, overall, I think it's been a net positive for
Love
Chris
that.
Olave. Plus, no Rashid Shaheed in town anymore. I just think Olave is still a pretty good bet for double-digit targets. And he's a top 10 receiver for me this week.
Okay. Awesome. Very, very good stuff there. And reminder, guys, we have about a half hour left of Pat and I on this hour. Debro and our friend Welsh will come at you right after that. So any super chats from here on out, we can't guarantee a response, but we'll try to get to as many as we can. Next one coming from our boy Matthew, half point PPR. Pick 2, Aaron Jones, Jalen Warren, Bayshall Tune. Is he in the right order here? At least Jalen Warren, Aaron Jones, that side of things.
I would go Jalen Warren first against the linebackerless Bears, and Aaron Jones number 2 over Tootin. It was encouraging that we started to see the Tootin maybe break out or move into a 50-50 split, but then he kind of dinged up his ankle. And so he's probably not going to beat 100% this week. So that gives me a little bit of pause with him. So I'd maybe wait one more week before busting out Tootin.
Okay, and here's one from our friend Awesome Dev, somewhere on a yacht in the Mediterranean Sea. 1 wide receiver, 1 flex, Wandale, Michael Wilson, Watson, Kenneth Walker III, or Bayshall Tootin. Where are you going here for Dev?
I want to play Michael Wilson. It just against sort of a pass funnel Jaguars defense, and we saw how heavily targeted he was last week. I think he's going to get 9-10 targets at least again today.
Yeah.
So, and then I'm trying to decide between Kenneth Walker III and Wandale, and I think I'm going Kenneth Walker III, just the safer play against the Titans defense that's given up, I think, the 6th most fantasy points per game to running backs.
Yeah, they've been a little better over the last couple weeks, but still, I'm with you. And I don't know if the red zone usage will be consistent for Kenneth Walker, but it sounds like they at least want to get him a bit more involved in that area. And that's what we need, right? That's what we need for Kenneth Walker to stop getting vultured. So I'll play him and hope he doesn't.
Agreed.
Here's one as well. We got coming in saying played Collins on Thursday, Jefferson or Odunze half point PPR. So pretty good decisions to be made here between Jefferson and Odunze. Do you sit Jay Jettas ever, Pat? I think that's part of the question.
Nope. And as you said, Seth, maybe the Steelers are starting to tighten things up a little with their pass defense. So I'm playing Jefferson here.
Okay. Yeah. Pretty easy for me as well. And here we got another one coming in from Dev. Pick 1, full PPR, Dobbs, Pierce, Pearsall, or Watson, Fitzy.
Debs, this one is Pierce for me. He's just been more productive than Dobbs. I mean, Romeo can get into these drops streaks, and he had a few drops last week against the Giants. I actually have Watson ranked slight. We're back to the Watson Pierce thing. I didn't see Watson at the end, Seth. Dev was just talking this out like I've been debating between Pierce and Watson all week. I honestly think that's a coin flip, and Seth seems to have slight edge to Pierce. So I'm going to defer to Seth here.
Okay. All right. Dangerous circumstances there. But yeah, I would go Pierce. I'm with you there. And all your Packers, man, all your Packers. Who would have thought again that it'd be Watson and it would be Dobbs here. And no one's even considering playing Matthew Golden these days. So crazy times. Here's one from Jalen Hamilton. Wonder if he's Pep Hamilton's son. PPR start 3, JMO, Zay, Rome, Judkins, Warren. QB 6 point per passing touchdown. Daniel Jones, JJ McCarthy, Shuck, or Jameis Winston. Let's go Steelers. All right. Also a Steelers fan. Let's go.
All right. Quarterback, I'm playing JJ McCarthy. Oh, no, not
Daniel. I got to go Daniel.
Yeah, Jones. I mean, I know it's been rough the last couple of weeks as far as interception, sacks, turnovers. but he still averaged almost 300 yards a game the last 2 weeks and had a rushing touchdown and had a couple of passing
Dude's leading
touchdowns.
the league
Like,
in passing. Yeah,
yeah,
I'm there.
I'm still going Jones. I wish I knew whether that was Jalen Warren or Tyler Warren. If it's Jalen Warren, we want to start him. He would
Yes.
be my first choice. If it's Tyler Warren, he gets left out.
Okay.
And JMO and oh man.
Is it the 3 receivers? Like, I don't want to
I think it
Judkins
is.
out,
Yeah,
but
I don't want to play. Judkins
yeah.
has like 8 receiving yards in his last 5 or
Yeah,
6 games.
exactly.
So
Yep.
PPR does him no favors whatsoever. And the Raiders'
Mhm.
run defense isn't bad. So I
Mhm.
would play, yeah. And I like Zay a little more than Rome. So I would go
Okay.
JMO, Zay, Jalen Warren. But if that's Tyler Warren, I think I'm playing
Okay.
Rome over Tyler Warren.
Okay. Yeah, that has certainly got me a couple of times this year, seeing the name Warren and always thinking, just like, I'm a Penn State fan, so I always think about Tyler Warren, but I'm also a Steelers fan, so I'm always, yeah, I never know. Drake May or Lamar Jackson? We got to a similar question earlier. You were May over Lamar, correct?
Yeah, go lean into the easy matchup against the Bengals, Don.
Okay, and then here's one from Ryan Miller. Morning, Flacco or Montgomery in the Superflex half-point PPR. What do you think about this one, Pat?
I'm still going with Joey Flacco here in
Okay.
Superflex. Yeah. I mean, I don't hate Flacco's outlook at all. I know, he's not fully healthy with the arm thing, the shoulder
Mm-hmm.
thing,
Mm-hmm.
but like you can't run on the Patriots. You have to throw on the Patriots. So I think Flacco and Superflex, look, he's still going to get you a dozen points bare minimum.
Yeah, the
And,
floor's there.
yeah, and Monty's 50-50 to get you a dozen points.
Yep, I definitely like him less without Jamar Chase out there, but I think he'll be hyper fixated on both Chase Brown on checkdowns and T. Higgins, and I think he'll be fine. So, he just has a normal wide receiver core like most quarterbacks this year. Just doesn't have the best one in the league. So I'm with you on Joey Flacco. Let it roll while you can. And here we got one from Lucas asking, Sharbs, Sean Tucker, or Tootin. Is this Sharbs for you, Pat?
It is Sharps. I've got him ranked just
Okay.
ahead of Tucker. It's just about matchup here. Two guys who are
Yeah.
committee backs. Take the one playing the Titans versus the one playing the Rams.
Yep, I am laying the points. I've said it earlier this week. I am laying the points with the Seahawks. So if they're going to cover this, Sharp's got to get in the end zone, or at least have some very efficient work on the ground. Here's one as well from Rosetta Stoned. Should Jameson Williams, on a bit of a tear lately, get the nod over George Pickens facing a tough Eagles defense this week? Pat, I don't know if I could ever bench George Pickens, man. He's been a wide receiver 1 this season. Can you go? I know you like JMO this week. Can you go there?
I can't go there.
Okay.
Pickens has just been, he's given us like 6 or 7 straight weeks of just rock solid production, rock solid, ranging all the way up to excellent production. And I know he probably will get a lot of Quinyon Mitchell. If I remember correctly, I think Mitchell was on him a lot in week 1.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a tough matchup for sure. But I think Pickens is, if not matchup proof, matchup resistant.
I just don't think you can bench a guy that has 3 top 3 finishes on the year. Like, that's kind of where we are. And like the bad weeks for him are 12 PPR points. So yeah, I love Pickens, man. I wish I had more of him, honestly. Here's one from Chaser asking, hey bros, PPR, 1 wide receiver, 1 running back, 2 flex. He's got 2, and he's got Alec Pierce, he's got Ricky Pearsall, Parker Washington, Kyle Monangai, Algier Mooney. You guys and the other fantasy pros are part of what I love about fantasy football. Thank you. Well, thank you as well. We appreciate that, Chaser. What do you have here for advice? Not terrible options for our guy.
No. And Alec Pierce, for sure. Here's where I can get on board with Ricky Pearsall in this game. I think Pearsall would probably be my second favorite option here. Man, now I'm kind of torn between Mooney, Tootin, Parker Washington. And again, I'm a little worried about if we continue to get the Tootin takeover, I'll feel bad about telling someone to sit if this is the big week for Tootin. But man, I'd feel differently if he hadn't rolled his ankle last week. So I think I want to go with Mooney here. I've got him a little ahead of Parker Washington with the enhanced target outlook. Mooney could absolutely brick here, But he could also have something, a little similar to the Michael Wilson week from week
He was nice last year with
11.
Kirk Cousins, to be honest with you. He was pretty nice last
Yeah.
year with them.
So, I mean, there is a chance that Mooney gets like 7 or 8 catches today. There is upside. Definitely not a safe floor, but Mooney would be my third play here.
Okay. And one running back too. I think we had one running back. I don't know if
one of them has to be a running back. Oh,
yeah, one running back, one wide receiver, and 2 flex.
Oh, okay. Okay. So
you're still on there on the wide receivers.
Okay. So now we got to just pick a running back. All right. Now I'm going with
Tootin.
I think I'm going with Tootin here.
Okay.
What do you think, Seth? Tootin or Algier?
I mean, Algier, I think is going to fall into the end zone, right? But like, if he doesn't, he's getting you 4 points.
Hold on. Let me just. Actually, I think I might have Algier ranked higher because you figure they might want to kind of take the ball out of Kirk Cousins' hands as much as I've got Tootin ranked 1 spot ahead of Algier.
Okay.
Let's stick with Tootin.
Yeah. Algier's been really, really solid, but like when he doesn't hit, the one time he didn't hit, or the 2 times he didn't hit in the last 6 weeks, it's been RB 63, RB 62, leaving you with under 2 points. So it's just ballsy. I don't think you have to go that crazy this week if you have to. And so here's one from Nicholas as well. Any plug and play better than trade Tez Johnson? I think that's what that's meant to say. Options: Bam Knight, Algier, Monongai, Mooney, Booty, Yoshivas. So let's start with the first part of that. I'm actually, I almost would play almost all the. I mean, I think I play Mooney over him. I'd play Yoshivas over him, and I think I'd probably play Bam Knight as well over Tez Johnson. What about you here, Pat?
I am with you, Seth. I'm just trying to see which of these options I would pick, and I think it would be. Do we like Mooney or do we like Bam more? I mean, I think Bam has the safer floor. If this is PPR, I'm definitely playing Mooney over Bam. And if it's half PPR, I think I am too. Maybe in standard, I might pivot to Bam Knight. Yeah, so Mooney would be my play here. Tez was he still didn't have any big yardage games. He was very touchdown dependent. And now Chris Godwin comes back to further whittle away at that floor he had with receiving yardage. So I think a lot of these guys are better options, and I would prefer Mooney. And should he trade London for Pierce or Jennings? The London situation is unknowable, but the PCL injury is the same injury that Brock Bowers and Ricky Pierce all had, and we saw what it did to their seasons. They missed a lot of time, and when Bowers tried to play through it, he wasn't right. I'm good with making that trade for Pierce.
Yeah, for Pierce. I don't think I would do it for Jennings just because he's also an injury risk waiting to happen. But yeah, that sucks. But that's kind of where we are right now. So if you need to make that type of move, I still think you could maybe get a little bit more than Alec Pierce from a manager who is maybe already locked in the playoffs. But aside from that, I'm definitely with you there, Pat. It looks like we got Bearcat 87. Tough day out there for Cincy last night. Flexing Pierce, Pearsall, Judkins, or Brees. I need floor. Okay, so great context there from our Cincinnati Bearcats fan. What do you have here, Fitzy, for him?
If you need floor, I think I'm going with Brees. Just because he's going to be such a focal point of the offense. He pretty much has to be. And we have not gotten a safe floor from Quinshawn because he's not scoring touchdowns and he's not doing anything as a pass catcher.
Yep. I am right there with you. Here's another one: Christian Watson or Jacoby Myers for the flex PPR.
I've got Watson ranked higher.
Watson, yeah.
Yeah. I like Myers, but we have yet to see a huge game from him. He's been with the team less than a month. I don't know if we're going to see him like hyper targeted. So I don't think there's like a 12 target upside for Jacoby Myers. There might not be for Watson either, but we know he gets high value targets. He has an average depth of target of over 20 yards. So I think Watson is a pretty good play.
Yep. I am right there with you. 100%. And before we keep it moving, a quick reminder, folks, that you can track every fantasy relevant moment in one spot. Game Day gives you live play-by-play updates on all your matchups, fantasy leaderboards, and player updates completely free. Check it out live at fantasypros.com/gameday. This is so much better than the ESPN app, tracking on Sleeper. Everything you need is right there on Game Day. No lags, no crashing out, nothing like that. Just reliable player insights, for the updates, the leaderboards for your fantasy leagues, and all your matchups going down right there in one place. So make sure you're checking it out there on game day. And a quick reminder that we got about 15 minutes or so left with Fitz and myself, and then I'll be off to church. Fitz will be off spending the morning with hopefully the kids and the family, and then we'll have Welsh and Debro in here as well. So make sure you guys keep getting your questions in, but no super chat guaranteed response from this point moving forward. And here's one from Sherry asking, hi, please go ahead and rank Genty, Wilson, Monangai, Tracy for this first question.
Well, it's Genty number 1, Wilson number 2 if Jacobs is out. Wilson moves to the back of the line if Jacobs plays, and then Tracy over Monangai.
And then are you going Mac Hollins over Booty this week? I would not be, I don't think, if Booty's up and ready to go.
Yeah, I've got Booty ranked a couple spots higher. I just think he offers more big play potential. Sherry.
Okay, awesome. And if Jacobs doesn't go, Kenneth Walker or Wilson this week, flex in the PPR. What do you think?
So right now I've got Kenneth Walker ranked 1 spot ahead of Emmanuel Wilson, and that's factoring in the likelihood that is without Josh Jacobs ranked.
Okay.
Now, so that's really close. I know ECR would heavily favor Emmanuel Wilson here. My hang up is I think Chris Brooks is as good as Emmanuel Wilson. And when Josh Jacobs is playing, they don't need to play Chris Brooks because he is a heavy special teams contributor.
Right.
Because there just aren't that many snaps to go around behind Josh Jacobs, and they've mostly been giving them to Emmanuel Wilson. Jacobs is out. Chris Brooks is going to play a lot more snaps than people realize today. That's what I'm expecting, and that's why I have, even so, though, I have Wilson just ranked 1 spot behind Walker. I mean, it's a really close call for me. I like Walker a little more, but I know that ECR would tell you to start Emmanuel Wilson, and that if you want to tap into the wisdom of crowds and go with ECR, Emmanuel Wilson would be the play.
Okay. All right. And that's from your resident cheesehead. Pat, do you have a cheesehead still? You got one of those cheeseheads?
I've got 2 cheeseheads. One for me and one for my son, Seth.
There you go. Nice. How old are those? Can I ask how long you've had those for?
Yeah,
do they age well?
They're probably about 8 or 10 years ago, and we got them from a place called the Mars Cheese Castle, which is in Kenosha, Wisconsin, on the way up to Milwaukee, right off I-94. So.
No doubt. Good plug there. Here's one from Shorty. PPR flex, Luther Burden against the Steelers or Booty against Cincy. I think this is where I'm actually going to go Booty over Burden. I just really like what him and Drake May have been home cooking there for the New England Patriots. What about you, Pat?
Yeah, 2 guys with major big play upside. And again, until I just can't get Burden ranked, I can't play him ahead of more established commodities until we see him play more than 50% snaps in a game.
Yep. I'm with you. And Bucksman, who's having a pretty good season down there in Tampa Bay. Good morning, fantasy fam. Would you go Ken Walker over Sean Tucker? I would go Ken Walker. Yep. What about you?
Snap call, Walker. Don't want to play Tucker against the Rams if I can help it.
Yep, I feel you on that one. Walker or Genty, and then pick 2, Higgins, JMO, Odunze, AJB. We know Higgins has to be in the lineup today, Pat, so I'll give you the floor with everything else, unless you maybe disagree with that.
Nope, I'm with you, Seth. And I think we're both in agreement with Genty over Walker this week.
Yep.
Higgins, and then JMO, Odunze, and AJB. I've got AJB ranked the highest out of these guys, and it's I know, it is scary, but I think AJB is going to be out for revenge after 1 catch for 8 yards against the Cowboys in week 1. I think he has a better day this week. Low bar to clear. Sorry.
Okay. So here's one comes from Alex. Start 2 wide receivers, Abuka, Tet, Rome. What do you think fits?
Rome is the odd guy out for me. I want to play Tet against that very beatable 49ers pass defense, and Abuka is a top 10 wide receiver play for me. Rome's barely inside the top 20.
Okay. And also here, my favorite analyst, Fitz from Overcome. Pick 2 PPR, Olave, Diggs, and Kittle. You're buttered up, Pat, so don't let it go to your head on this question.
Man, thank you, Overcome. Olave and Diggs. I want to play Diggs against the Bengals, and Olave against the Falcons. Just I like the Olave outlook with Tyler Shuck. Man, hard to sit Kittle. Fantastic, but he's just the odd guy out here. Like, I want to take advantage of the usage with the other 2 wide receivers.
Okay, fair enough. I am with you on that one. And then we got another one coming in as well. PPR flex Watson, or here we go again, Pat. Here we go
Oh
again.
man. Yeah, Shannon, we keep getting the same one. This is I've got Watson and Pierce back to back in my rankings. I've got Watson ranked 1 spot higher, and I've been debating it all week. It's truly a coin flip for me. And I know Seth likes Pierce just a little bit more. So that one is a really tough call that we have struggled with. And I hate that we've gotten that same question like 5 times already.
Yes, it has been a tough one. A couple of things before we get out of here as well that I did want to address. First one being that if you, go ahead.
Can we get Shannon back up? She had a couple more.
Yep. Sorry about that. Completely missed it. Also have Lamb and Ferguson, worried I have too many Cowboys against a strong Philly defense. Dak or Brissett as well. Ugh.
I've got Dak quarterback 9 and Brissett quarterback 10. And I think it's reversed in ECR. So this is another near coin flip. I just like the Dak situation with sort of a questionable defense. I think Dak might be forced to stomp the accelerator to keep up with the Eagles in this one.
Okay.
Lamb and Ferguson worried about putting all the eggs in the basket. I get it. Yeah, I'm okay. Then I would pivot to Brissett.
Yeah.
Played a little safer.
Yep.
Unless Shannon, you're like a double-digit underdog in your matchup, then go all in on the Cowboys. You have nothing to lose, and you could land a haymaker if they connect. But yeah, if it's more of an even matchup, I would try to diversify a bit with Brissett. All right.
Okay.
Sorry, Seth.
No, all good. All good. Thank you so much for that. And real quick reminder that we have a couple of things going on here at Fantasy Pros. The first being that if you want a chance to win one of the most unique pieces of NFL fan gear out there on the internet today, the large NFLPA wall smack, courtesy of our good friends over at Trophy Smack, the #1 destination for epic fantasy football hardware, then this is your shot. Their oversized, officially licensed NFLPA wall smack is a bold statement piece that is perfect for your fan cave, office, or even living room. If you can talk the wife or the husband into that one, it's not just decor, it's a way to rep your favorite players in style. To enter, all you need to do is subscribe to the Fantasy Pros YouTube channel right now and drop a comment below on any of our videos, and that's it. Not a live comment, but on our actual videos, go ahead and drop a comment on one of those. We will announce a winner right here on the channel, so make sure you ring the bell so you can be alerted when we have new episodes up, and you can claim your prize if you do end up winning it. Also, wanted to remind everyone about the Are They Playing tool. If you're wondering if your injured player is going to be suiting up this week, check out the Fantasy Pros Are They Playing tool. It uses years of injury data to give you accurate predictions on whether an injured player will be playing or not. Sync your league and get a simple report for all your players in just one spot. You'll get updates on the practice reports, anything happening over the weekend as well. Best of all, it's available to everyone for free. Stop sweating the Sunday inactives and go ahead and get those tough lineups decisions made by visiting fantasypros.com/are-they-playing.
Seth, is your lovely fiance letting you put up the wall smack in your living room?
No, nope. She said that's going right there in the office. And I said, okay, fair enough. Yeah.
I don't think that'd go over too well with my wife either.
No, let us know in the chat. You guys think you could pull that out in your household? Because I don't make those types of decisions. I don't make any decor types of decisions. They have been stripped from me.
Those are outsourced to our better halves, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Walker Irving for you in the flex here, Pat.
Oh, it's got to be Walker. There's no Bucky Irving this week.
Okay, no Bucky Irving. Fair enough. And then Flacco or Shuck at quarterback for you, Pat.
I got to go Flacco here. They have to throw a lot today against the Patriots, who are terrific against the run. And then flex Knight, DK Burden, or Tez. I'm going Bam Knight.
Bam Knight?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I feels the safest out of that group for sure. And then please rank these as well. Wan'Dale Robinson, Jennings, Tucker, Pierce for half-point PPR. I think I'm going Wan'Dale, Pierce, Jennings, Tucker in that order. What about you, Pat?
Yeah, I have for me it would be Wan'Dale, Jennings, Pierce, but that Jennings Pierce is a really close call, and then it would be Tucker a distant fourth.
Okay. Yeah, Brock Purdy's looked nice since he's been back, man. I was pretty skeptical. I didn't want to
Yes.
advise people playing him last week, but he's been nice. So hopefully he keeps it rolling here. We also got need one wide receiver, one tight end, two flex. He's got Watson, Loveland, Bird, and Stevenson, Mason Taylor, Godwin, Mononga, Tez Johnson, Pollard, waiver options, Cup, Strange, Coker, Dortch, and Leggett. What do you think? A lot of options here for our friend.
Yeah, let's take tight end first. I have Loveland ranked just ahead of Strange. That's a really close call, though. Like I can see Loveland is not going to play full snaps with Kmet there, but Pittsburgh has not done well against tight ends either.
No,
so
not at all.
I think I'm leaning into the matchup rather than playing Strange coming off the injury. At wide receiver, I think I'm seeing Watson as my highest ranked guy.
I'm with you.
And then the two flex.
Is this maybe where we go Tez or Stevenson?
Stevenson, I'll take Stevenson even if we don't know what his workload is going to be, but man, he could make like even just 8 touches work against the Bengals defense. So
that's fair.
We'll go with him. And in the other flex, oh man, do we want to go Burden here, Seth?
I'm okay with it. I think if you're playing someone like Stevenson, who you're maybe playing for the floor, maybe you do shoot for the ceiling and go with someone like Burden. So I'm cool with it. Like it's him or Tez for me. And Tez feels a little sketchy because I don't know what the usage is going to be this week with Godwin back.
Right. That's the way I feel about it too. I think there's more big play upside with Burden and just,
Okay.
Slight edge to Burden.
Perfect. Okay. Let's go ahead and get to the next one here. Bucksman, would you guys start Michael Wilson over Abuka, T-Mac, or Puka? We are in a standard league.
Nope, and I'm above consensus Bucksman at wide receiver 18 with Michael Wilson, but all those other guys are top 15 or top 5 plays in the case of Puka.
Okay. In the case of Puka, makes sense there for me. Here's one as well from Bid Moon. Half point PPR, Moore or Myers this week?
I'm going Myers over DJ Moore.
Oh my goodness, we're there. DJ, I've had a lot. I was just talking to someone the other day. We were doing the local wine walk on Friday night, and he was asking me a couple questions. He said, "What the freak happened to DJ Moore?" He's like, "I took him in every league." And I was like, "Dude, I'm sorry about it." I was like, "Hopefully he got some roam." He's like, "He didn't." So
I just like to think he's been banged up all year, and that we'll see a better DJ Moore in 2026.
Yeah, I'm with you guys there for sure. Let's go ahead and get to this question. Goff or Brissett, Henry or Jawan Johnson at tight end for you as well from Kendall.
I got to go Goff at home against the bad Giants pass defense and Henry against the Bengals who just get smacked around week after week by tight ends.
Okay. And then also Genty or Judkins in PPR for you.
Genty.
Yeah, that's a smash. Yeah. That is a smash there for sure. Half point PPR, start 1, sit 1, Genty, Judkins, Dave Montgomery.
Yeah, we're sit 1 of Genty, Judkins, Montgomery.
Yes.
I'm reluctantly sitting Montgomery over before Judkins. Just such a better matchup. Well, not that much better. I'm playing Genty and Judkins here.
Playing Genty and Judkins.
Sitting Monty. And then Etienne, Odunze, and Swift. I think I'm sitting Odunze and playing the 2 running backs for the safe touch floor.
You think you're playing? Okay. Yeah. Yep. I'm cool with that. Okay. Here's a good one too. JMO or Michael Wilson from Justin. These are 2 guys you both really like this week, Pat.
Yeah. And I am going to go with JMO here.
Okay. You're going to go with JMO?
Yeah. He's on a heater. The usage has gotten so good and the matchup is terrific against the Giants.
Okay. Perfect. And last one before we get out of here and turn things over to our colleagues, Daniel Jones against Kansas City or Caleb Williams against Pittsburgh. What do you think, Pat? You going with your boy, your hometown kid, and Caleb?
This is neck and neck. I have got Caleb Williams ranked 1 spot higher.
Okay. Fair enough.
Close call.
I like the matchup better. I do like the matchup. Even though Pittsburgh's getting better on the defense, we're starting to shore things up a little bit. I trust Caleb Williams.
Right.
Got a little rushing floor all of a sudden as well, so I've appreciated that. That is going to do it for us, though, today. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. Stay tuned here where you're going to have Welsh and Debro come answer your questions later on. And then if you need even more help, 11:30 p.m. or 11:30 a.m. Eastern time, the fantasy dude, he's going to be live with you on Twitch. And then myself, Tara, and Deepak will be back with you 7:30 p.m. Eastern tonight on YouTube. We'll recap all the action. For Pat Fitzmaurice, I'm Seth Woolcock. Take care, y'all, and see you guys next time, and good luck this week. Thank y'all.
Hi, I'm Chris Welsh with a very important public service announcement. Do you suffer from any of the following? Making the wrong lineup decisions every single week. A Brock Bowers late scratch. How about Jaylen Warren playing in London, then it's like super early that he's not playing? Do you live on the West Coast and being forced into unreasonable 6 a.m. times to check your lineups? If you answered yes to any of those, we've got a solution for you. Fantasy Pros Autopilot. Autopilot can be your hero, whether you struggle with the right decisions, you're super busy, or you just need some saving from that last-minute deactivation like the Jaylen Warren in London thing. Here's how Autopilot works. First, you can just swap inactive players. You can set it up where My Playbook will automatically swap out players with suggested lineup changes for inactive players. Or you can turn on full Autopilot mode, where My Playbook will automatically submit or suggest the optimal lineup based on the latest expert consensus ranks. Don't let late decisions or even your time zone ruin a fantasy matchup any single week. Work smarter, not harder at fantasypros.com/myplaybook to get started today. Why did I not have Autopilot set up for Jaylen Warren? What's up? We're in quick. It's Fantasy Pros. It's the King of Pros, D-Bro. It's me, Welsh. What is up, friendos? What's up, D-Bro? I look a little weird too here.
Apparently I'm muted. Letting the caffeine, the over already hit. Letting the caffeine take over, man. Just trying to wake up and get moving, dude.
I've been having computer issues this whole time, so you starting off by talking and not being there absolutely terrified me, D-Bro. So
I didn't know I was still muted. I was like, I'm just sitting here just talking into the ether, my man.
All right. Well, we've got a full hour of questions for you. Your questions we're going to be answering to set you up for week 12. I see we've got a big old queue, D-Bro. I don't know if we should waste any more time. You ready to get into this bad boy?
Oh, it's rapid fire, baby. Let's get after it.
I don't know why I look feel a little fadey here, but this is weird. All right. So let's pick up some of these questions from the boys, which y'all got. If you guys want to drop your questions in the chat, you can. I do think we're in a space, unless I misunderstood what Sal was saying, where we're probably not guaranteeing super chats because we've got a big queue. So no guaranteed super chats if you drop them, because there's a big old queue of them, but we will try to get to as much as possible. Rapid fire, getting everything that you guys need. Let's roll with it, my friends, with the first one. Jack of no trades. Pick 2. We've got Aaron Jones, Kareem Hunt, Judkins. How do we feel about Aubrey at kicker today? We got lots of questions. So let's start with Jones, Hunt, or Judkins.
I'm playing Judkins over those other options. Not a great matchup, Aaron Jones. Not a great matchup, Kareem Hunt. You're just praying for touchdowns for either one of those guys. So I'll take Jones and Judkins out of those two. And you feel fine about Aubrey. Like, I think Dallas is going to be able to move the ball. The question is, can they get in the red zone? The offense is good enough to where I think they are going to get within field goal range. And in today's NFL, Welsh, I mean, like the 50-yard line is field goal range with these new kicking balls. So, woof.
This last question is really interesting, though. How do you feel about Diggs and Adunze could stream Yoshivas?
Yoshi over either one of those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I feel okay about Diggs and Adunze. Like, I'm probably a little bit lower on Diggs than consensus, only because DJ Turner could shadow him. I don't think a lot of people are factoring that in. He shut down DK Metcalf twice this year. He's been honestly playing really, really good football. And Adunze is tied to Caleb Williams, which version of Caleb do we get this week? It's been 2024 Kyler Murray living in Caleb Williams' 2025 skin. It's basically a good matchup. He plays good. Bad matchup, he sucks. So Adunze is riding that roller coaster with Caleb. So, I mean, I feel okay about them, but not amazing.
All right, there you go. Jack of no trades. You got it. Miami Howard, start 2, PPR, Wandale, Rashad White, Kenny Gainwell.
I'm gonna go with one. PP. I'm gonna go with Wandell, and dude, I think I'm gonna go with Gainwell here. I just don't have a lot of faith in Rachaad White. He got the snaps last week. It is a horrible matchup. He's been really inefficient. If he doesn't score, you're probably hating life this week. So I get the hesitation to go with Gainwell, but he has a stand. He's basically the Rachaad White of Pittsburgh, but with a better matchup.
Okay, well said. I don't feel good about either one of those guys. They said they're going to go more Sean Tucker. I kind of believe that we're going to get even more Sean Tucker off of the positivity. So I'm with you on that. All right, Jeremy, Yoshivas or Slayton? This is easy, Yoshivas.
I'm taking Yoshivas.
Easy, Yoshivas. Got my bets on him. Break it down.
But yeah, I mean, Yoshivas, the matchup, T. Higgins going to get a shadow coverage, and the Patriots have not been good at defending the slot. Charbonnet and Tootin's kind of I would say not close for me. I'm big in on Tootin over Charbonnet. I know a lot of people look at the Tennessee Titans matchup. I broke it down in the primer, so go read that section of it. I'm kind of worried the Tennessee Titans run defense is much better than people are giving it credit for. And Trey Tucker depends on who you're dropping him for.
If it's for Yoshivas, yes. But yeah, I don't know.
Yes.
All right, need two. Adams, Teteroa, Javante. Who sits?
Or is that JMO? I don't know. It's the problem, Leo.
What did I say? Yeah, I think it's Jamison Williams.
Okay. I'm going Adams and Tet. I think Tet's got a similar floor to JMO, but I'd rather go with the number one option versus the 49ers. And I mean, Welsh, you're a self-hating 49ers fan. You know their defense.
Yeah, I'm 100% that the Teteroa is going to be able to cook the 49ers. I love Juliet, to be honest with you, in this situation. If you needed to stream, Niners just gave up NFL record 47 completions.
Yep, they're and this is not a Bob Saleh thing. He's doing what he can with what he's got, which is not a lot on that side of the ball.
Yeah, I do think I can hear Erickson in the back of my ear saying Jamison Williams, that he's a must start. So this is a really, really tough one, but I have a hard time sitting Teteroa in this spot either.
My problem with JMO and I guess the passing attack for Detroit is, if I were to tell you Detroit scores 4 touchdowns, 2 go to Gibbs on the ground and 2 go to Montgomery, would you be that surprised, Welsh?
No, I mean, I love Montgomery to score a touchdown in this one too.
Yeah, same. I think he gets in the end zone.
Okay, boom. Good questions. Was this another jack of trades of no trades? Mahomes or May? May's the number 2 ECR or number 1 ECR quarterback, I think, on FantasyPros this week.
I'm going with May, and this is actually kind of close. I do have more questions about if Indy goes heavy with man coverage. Casey does not have an answer for man coverage this year, so that's not how I'm projecting it. But that type of volatility, like, dude, the only way May fails is if all the touchdowns go to the ground game. Past that, May's going to keep doing what he's done. He's 20 points, lock it in.
Can you do the thing for me? Do you know what the thing is?
No, I do not know what the thing is.
It's gotta be May.
Oh, God.
Everybody wanted you to do the thing, but you didn't do the thing. It's a rough morning. Pick Jennings, Watson, or Myers. Myers.
You got stuck in NSYNC mode.
And Jacoby Myers.
I'm going Watson here. Flex spots, man, a lot of times I'm just shooting for the ceiling. Jennings hasn't shown a ceiling. Now he's got the higher floor, no doubt. So could you make a case going ceiling and floor, playing the floor of Jennings? And if Watson doesn't hit this week, fine. I don't know where you're at on Jennings and Pearsall this week, Welsh. I think it's Ricky Pearsall bounce back week. So I'm going Watson. Where are you at on Jennings versus Pearsall quick?
I do too. I've been pretty continuous about Juwan Jennings. He does not look explosive to me. He looks like he's holding the bang up. If he can get out of his routes, they can get him the ball. He doesn't get a lot of yak after. He'll get some targets and stuff. Ricky Pearsall is the big explosive play. I have to imagine we're having a bounce back off of last week. I'm encouraged by the snaps that Pearsall had, not by the production. And I just think Ricky Pearsall is the big play guy, especially versus the Panthers. So I'm just not really into Jennings. I think Jennings is boring. I think he's 4 catches for 55 yards. So I'd rather play the upside of Watson.
Well, we're also kind of burying the lead. Tell me how much Shanahan would probably want to feed Ricky with all the Ayuk news and stuff like that too. Like,
oh yeah,
proving, like out of spite, like proving, like we don't need Brandon Ayuk. We got Ricky
I'm
P.
so over Brandon Ayuk. I'm so over the Diva receiver.
That is some wild news. Like that's insane. Like I don't want to derail us, but that's insane news.
He stinks. Both him and Debo
Crazy.
stink. Like the dude got paid and he's still just being a dirtbag. Like he stinks. Get him off the team. Trade him for a bag of balls. Who cares?
They're going to cut him the way it sounds.
Well, yeah, no, but very funny if you didn't see, by the way, they did an interview asking Juwan Jennings and they're just like, what do you think about Brandon Ayuk getting your contract voided? And Brandon Jennings was like, I don't know what that means. And they're like, well, you know, all his 2016 guarantees got voided. And he's like, what does that mean? Like, how do you not know what voiding your you have a contract. Yeah. You should probably know what a voided contract looks like. And then they're like, it means he doesn't get paid. And he's like, oh, well, that's between them. Like, thanks, Juwan. Like, you're really helping out.
Juwan was basically like, I'm not touching that, bro. Y'all can't get me.
Well, yeah, you can take it as that way, but I'm taking it another way. All right. William, pick one standard: Kamara, Aaron Jones, or Emmanuel Wilson.
I'm actually going Kamara with this one. I think he scores a touchdown. I think the matchup is fantastic. That dude got freaking 25 touches last week. I'm actually pretty freaking high on Kamara, and we still don't have Jacobs news, so I can't lean Emmanuel here.
Yeah, I think the news was like they're going to let Emmanuel Wilson, or they're going to let Josh Jacobs test it before the game and make their decision. Yeah. So that's not a huge endorsement for wanting to start Emmanuel Wilson. And yeah, I'd probably start Kamara too, just for like touchdown equity over anything else. All right, we got more coming up, but let's talk about first our friends over at DraftKings. Listen up, our partners at DraftKings Pick Six have got a deal you don't want to miss. New DraftKings customers, this is for you. When you play $5 or more on your first paid Pick Six entry, you'll get $50 in bonus picks instantly. That's right. Play $5, get $50 in bonus picks to keep building your slips and take your shot at big payouts. Just use the promo code FPROS or you can scan the QR code on the screen to sign up and start playing. If you're thinking about trying Pick Six, now's the time to get in. Just use the promo code FPROS or the QR code to sign up. And all new DraftKings customers can play $5 and get $50 in bonus picks instantly. Let's build some slips at DraftKings Pick Six. You know what to do. You know what to do, friends. All right. Let's roll back with it. And let's go to Start one. Hey, look, he's back. Juwan Jennings, Etienne, or Ken Walker.
Man. This is a muddled mess. I think I'm going to go Etienne here. Fantastic matchup. I know he's going to split with Tootin, but all these guys are going to split. I think a lot of people would go Walker here, but again, I'm more worried about the Tennessee matchup.
Walker's banged up too. I don't know if you saw.
Well, yeah, he's got a butt injury. Welsh.
Me too.
He strained his butt.
Yeah, sitting in a chair a lot. It's a hard life.
Hey, my butt hurts after sitting in a desk chair all week too.
Dude, I was like writing all weekend. I got up and I was like, oh my God. I felt my age. Like, cry for us.
You made the grandpa noises.
Yeah, I was like, oh God. Gotta walk. My ass hurts. Ow.
Oh, and then I'll take Breece over Emmanuel because we don't have Jacobs news. And then, like I said, I think we're riding on Pearsall here, right?
Yeah, we're flexing Pearsall on the last one.
I agree with that one.
All right, 66. Start Etienne. Starting Etienne. Okay, so drop Sutton to pick up Tootin and stash. So let's stop there. I love stashing Tootin, but
I do, but I'm not dropping Sutton for him. There's got to be somebody else, man. Like backup defense kicker, whatever else. Like I'm not doing that.
I agree.
I'm not doing else.
Next week, drop Michael Wilson. Oh, you're all over the place. Next week, drop Michael Wilson. Pick up Franklin or Sutton PPR on by this week. Jesus, what are you trying to do? So he's trying to drop Michael Wilson next week and then wants to re-pick up Sutton?
I would just pick up. Yeah, but the thing about it is they're on bye. Somebody else could pick them up too. So, and no, I'm not. Next week I would drop Michael Wilson for Sutton, but if you were to do that, but I'm not doing that. I guess my end result here is I'm not dropping Sutton. I'm not.
Yeah. How about next week drop Michael Wilson for Tootin? If you're so confident you can get all these players, Go
I
after
agree with that.
Tootin next week instead of trying to go after Sutton.
Yep, I agree with that.
That's what we're doing. Logan, forced to drop Kamara if he doesn't play. Help. What do you want help with? No one's forcing you. You can do what you
Kamara's
want.
playing.
Yeah, forced to drop Kamara. I don't know what this is.
What? Yeah, you're not dropping Kamara, but he's playing. He's
help
had
me,
this ankle
Debro
issue.
Kenobi. You're our only hope.
He's had this. He's had this ankle issue for the last few weeks. I'm not worried about it. Are you, Welsh?
No, that's
Yeah.
playing. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That one confused me. Hey, y'all. Best lineup. This is from Henry.
Howdy.
Two running back, 2 wide receiver, flex, tight end. Okie doke. So let's start. Let's work our way down. Let's get the 2 running backs. Henderson, Judkins, Kamara. It's Henderson and Judkins, correct?
Correct.
Okay. The 2 wide receivers, we've got Diggs, St. Brown, Adams. So it's St. Brown and Adams are the 2 wide receivers. And then Higgins is obviously the flex. And then
Diggs, St. Brown, and Adams, are you just playing those 3 wide receivers for 2 wide receivers and flex?
Yeah, well, we already have St. Brown and Adams as our starting wide receivers.
Okay.
And
so
then
you want to flex T over Diggs?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I lean Diggs on that, but I understand they're very close in ECR.
And then we're going Pitts over Fannin, correct?
Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't play a Cleveland tight end. And honestly, if you needed the room, you could drop Fannin.
Yeah, I just like
his route share is undependable, man. I wrote about it in the primer. He went from like 74% to sub 50%. Like I want nothing to do with the Cleveland offense too.
Yeah, but beyond like that, like I just don't know what Shador does for this offense. And I know like Erickson's in like a positive space about like Shador's going to have completions and stuff. So I've said this, if you believe that narrative that Shador is going to complete like more than 15 completions, is going to have a game, then you should look at guys like in the betting markets, at least Jared Jeudy and Harold Fannin. Fannin got that big 25-yarder from Shador, and he's going to make some big plays. But it's just like I don't trust Shador Sanders, especially not against Kyle Pitts, and also just like season long. To your point, I think you can cut Fannin if you got Pitts.
Dude, I've been writing up Fannin for every single week for the waiver article. Like, people just need to get off the boat with Fannin.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's got some levels of dude. Do you not like his dudeness?
I like Fannin. I just don't like the Cleveland offense.
Okay, I'll agree. That's fine. That's fine. Emilio, we've got Warren, Brees, Aaron Jones, Monty, and Adunze. We have to pick 2.
Oof.
2.
Maybe this is a shocker. Monty is going to be the first guy I pick out of this group. I think he scores a touchdown this week. And I'm going to take Adunze. I'm just going to ride with the secondary matchup. I think the other if you don't want to bet on Caleb, then my backup would be Brees here. Where are you at with this, Welsh? There's a lot of ways to go with this.
So wait, which 2 did you go with?
I went with Monty and Adunze. But if you were to tell me you wanted to go Monty and Brees or anybody else, I get it.
Definitely want to go Brees. And I think I want to go Adunze on this one.
Mm-hmm.
This is a super tough one. Like,
yeah, it's tough. They're all close.
Yeah, well, like none of them are incredible. They're all solid, and they're all about the same range. Monty's a little speculative, though. Like, of all of these guys, like I get why you could want Monty, but I feel like he's more speculative. It's like we think he's going to get a touchdown because it's the Giants. The others, I feel like there's just like really good productions out there. So I'm going to go Brees and Adunze there. Breaking news. According to Adam Schefter, Aaron Rodgers is expected to be inactive, not expected to play. So Mason Rudolph is going to start. Are you in the camp like most where it's like not going to probably change too much for you?
No, it's not going to change. The thing that might actually change, we might actually get a few downfield targets for DK Metcalf. Aaron Rodgers has not done that all year, and that was not going to happen if he played today. He was going to be get the ball out. I mean, basically run through the air, and no. So this actually, honestly, Welsh, this actually is a small bump for DK Metcalf.
Okay, I mean, I'm down for a little bump on DK. Let's go. Reminder. There are no more guaranteed super chats. Just want anybody that popped in here, just reminding you because we have seen plenty slip through, which by the way is okay. You can do it. You're just not guaranteed. So at the start of the show, which was essentially God, what was that? Like 10:35 Eastern. Anything after that, we're just not guaranteeing them because we've got so many. We got so many of you awesome people that are in here. So just want to remind you guys so you're not sad and disappointed on your week 12 if we don't get to it. But we will try our best. We will go into lightning round towards the end as well. All right. Ken Walker, Jalen Warren, Tootin Gainwell, Sean Tucker. We need 2. And would you start any of these over I'm guessing that's
J-Mo?
Yeah, Jamison Williams. First answer is no.
No,
And
I'm not starting any of those over J-Mo.
Second answer for me is Warren and Sean Tucker are my 2.
My 2 are, I guess we're no help. My 2 are Walker and Tootin.
Okay, so the exact opposite. All right, cool. We are no help. Sal, what you want to? Who do you want, Sal? Like break the tie.
Break a tie here, Sal. Sal's gonna go like Gainwell and
yeah. He's gonna he'll say and pick up a wire. He says Tucker and Tootin, so he picked one of each of ours.
okay.
Or maybe he wanted to stick with the
I guess we're definitely no help.
Sorry. I mean, go with D-Bro. Go, D-Bro's the king of bros. I'm just chilling. Pierce or Adunze?
Adunze.
Drop
Pierce,
Keenan?
It depends on who you're dropping for.
Yeah.
I mean,
it does.
It just depends. Yeah, I'm not against it, but it better be for somebody better than Keenan Allen.
Yeah, I'm just not into the drop this guy. Like for what? Like I have to have context. I'll probably say no in most instances if you ever say drop somebody without context. So
like if it was like Keenan Allen for Chris Godwin, hell no, I'm not doing that.
Like Godwin's coming back.
I think he's coming back. I just don't think he's going to be effective.
He didn't look effective the first time. Matt, can you guys explain why Christian Watson is ranked so high against Minnesota? He is a boomer bust guy. Would you play him over Booty, Yoshi Voss, Michael Wilson, or Tyler Warren in the flex? I have multi-league, so he's not a Christian Watson guy, D-Bro. Why do you like him so much?
So, all right. I would not play him over Michael Wilson. I would play him over Booty, Yoshi Voss. Tyler Warren's a toss-up. It would depend on matchup. If you're behind, I think Christian Watson has the higher ceiling and Tyler Warren has the higher floor. So they would be contextual based off your matchup versus Tyler Warren. But the reasons for Christian Watson are pretty freaking easy, man. Like it's the fact that the Vikings are absolutely horrendous against guarding against deep passing. Like they are god awful. They give up the highest deep completion rate in the NFL. In Christian Watson's 4 games this year, he has 8 deep targets. So I know the coverage matchup is not great, but the outside perimeter corners for Minnesota, have been horrible. Like since week 7, they're giving up the 3rd most PPR points per target. So the case for Christian Watson is pretty freaking easy.
I read that, by the way. I know you're probably not a Tim Robinson guy, but I read this as Tim Robinson. Can you guys explain why Christian Watson's ranked so high against Minnesota?
That skit where he was in the drive-through and he drives through again and again.
55
and he's like
55 shakes. Yeah.
I'm trying to do something here. Let me go.
Yeah, I'm
so good.
My life just revolves around it. One of the worst points of my life was Sal just got to it. I tried to force my wife into watching The Chair Company, which is a new show on HBO. And she bought in the first episode. And then we got to the second episode and she's like, I can't do this anymore. And I'm like, why? I'm like, just watch it. She's like, they're just yelling. And I'm like, yeah, that's like they yell. That's the point. She's like, no, the whole episode. It's phenomenal. But also I'd point out good thing she dipped out after episode fantastic. 5. Yeah.
No, I love Tim Robinson.
I do as well. And that's how I read that one. Before we get on to more of it, let's talk about some giveaway stuff because I believe, Sal, we've got some art. Yes. Oh, that's right. Look at that bad boy. What is that, you ask? Ooh. That is a little wall smack action, which actually I thought we had something else, but there you go. Win the trophy wall smack. Here's on all of our giveaways. Here's your big, no matter what it is, your big tip. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and then comment on any of the videos. Like you could be in here asking questions. And if you're subscribed, you are automatically entered in when we're giving away the trophy smack wall smack. We're giving away actual trophies, all of them. Subscribe, comment. You could be the big winner. Do it today. All right.
So, Welsh, I got to get this in here real fast. TCB put in the chat. Can you read the next super chat in your Yoshi voice? I've heard I have heard about your Yoshi voice from multiple people in Discord and even across Twitch this week. So,
Oh, really?
Yes, multiple
That just
people have
happened Thursday. I just want to point out that
multiple people have brought this up in Twitch and Discord to me. So I got to hear it, man. I got to hear it. Apparently, it's legendary.
Well, I think part of it also came from I called you out and I was like, Debro hates my impressions. Well, because I think I did like a Tyson a long time ago.
You forget who'd you do that? I was like, what is
You're
this?
like, this is horrible. And I'm like, oh, I thought this was okay. You're like, jump off a bridge. You're like, you hate it.
I have given you crap about your impressions in the past. That's a fair call out.
Yeah, but it was on the Extra Point, which is live on Discord, me and Erickson. And I don't remember the context. Somehow Yoshi got brought up and I said, okay, Erickson, are you ready? So I don't know if I could do. I'm going to try to do this in Yoshi. Yoshi's
just work it in.
No, I understand. But I just want to point out to everybody, Yoshi is not built to ask questions. Yoshi does one thing. So I'll start with the Yoshi. He goes, Yoshi.
Wow, that is good.
My Yoshi.
That is good.
Yoshi, picture, Turton, Tucker, and see, then I turned into Elmo a little bit.
I was just to say, it goes into Elmo, but you're right. We've gone at a slippery slope.
Yeah, I know. So that's. I just want to point out that's where the Yoshi.
No, but
Yoshi
you're right. Yoshi is very Elmo adjacent. The longer that,
yeah, but also Yoshi would be like, if you had a full question, I just go Yoshi. Like Yoshi doesn't say stuff. Like that's how I would do it. But yes, thank you for everybody that likes the Yoshi and brought it to Debro's attention. All right, Tootin Tucker, Pittman, Bam Knight, half PPR. You need 2.
Tootin and Pittman.
You hate yourself some Sean Tucker this week.
I hate the matchup, and he's getting all of his value from the early downs. And if you're a guy that if he doesn't take more of the routes out of that backfield, then he's early down dependent. He's touchdown dependent, and that's not a world you want to be living in against the Rams' run defense. That's why I don't like Tucker.
Yeah, I understand that. I am Pittman and Tucker on this one, but you and I are just different. ECR. For those running backs, by the way, Tucker is the highest. It's 26. Bam Knight is 28, and Bashal Tootin is 30.
Why is Tootin? I don't understand that. Tootin is basically Sean Tucker, but he has a damn good matchup. Like,
I mean, there was some injuries. I mean, it's to be fair, if Etienne was not out there, too.
But if Etienne takes a step back this week because the shoulder issue, then Tootin's a smash.
Yeah, don't disagree. Okay, here we go. Tom Pelissaro. This is according to Sal. This is breaking news. Packers, Josh Jacobs out for today. That is according to Tom Pelissaro.
Figured that. The way that they phrased the stuff about yesterday, he's sore and he can't move that well. If he wakes up and they're going to work him out, and I'm like, he's going to wake up and feel pretty much the same he did yesterday. That's not going to change.
It's tough in the cold too. Yeah, it's tough when it's cold. Like you never wake up and you're like,
oh, dude, you're in the bed, and you're like all like warm, and you're like, I don't want to move.
Yeah, that's the one thing about living out here in Arizona when it's 1 billion degrees. You just wake up and you're just like, all right, let's go. You know, like everything's loose. What does that do for Emmanuel Wilson though? Like with the question we had before, he's up at 21 on the sheet. Like where do you think Emmanuel Wilson has to be now that Josh Jacobs is officially out?
Live ranking him, I'm gonna put him at like RB 20. I think the case for him starts at RB 18, but he's definitely a top 24 running back. Like it's anywhere between RB 18 and probably RB 23 ish.
Are you talking your 18? Because 18 on ECR is Quinshon Judkins. So do you agree like he's in that Judkins range?
I would take him over Judkins because I believe in the quarterback play and then being in the red zone more than the Cleveland Browns. So
yeah, I don't think I could take him over. Like I see Breece Hall is in here. You don't seem to be big on Warren.
I would take him over Breece and Warren. Warren, I have questions about what's his workload look like this week.
I'll take him over both Jags running backs, Dave Montgomery, Ken Walker. So yeah, I think he's like low teens for everybody here. So we don't have to kind of pivot. What was the question we had with Emmanuel Wilson before? Because we kind of have to pick him now.
Yeah, I think
I don't remember what it was.
We're going with Emmanuel on a lot of different spots now. And the other thing I think the fallout of this is because the thing that LaFleur has loved to do this year is just lean on the run, play conservative, play block. They're not going to load up Emmanuel Wilson with like 25 carries. So I do think this is another small bump for the passing game where they could see Jordan Love throw a little bit more.
You think Chris Brooks is going to get involved at all?
He probably gets involved a little bit. Like I'm not flexing him anywhere, but like he probably gets like 5 to 8 touches just like in a change of pace role.
Okay. I like Emmanuel Wilson. I think that's he can also catch out of the backfield and stuff. So like
volume dependent RB2.
Lower RB2 is where we're going to put him. All right. Full PPR. Well, this is Pats or Saints?
Saints. I think your Cousins is going to struggle.
And then we need to sit one of Pittman, Jennings, or Rome. We're going to sit Jennings.
Sit Jennings. I think it's a Pearsall and a Kittle game.
And then sit one of Ramondre, Spears, or Tracy. It's going to be Spears.
I don't think the Titans get in the red zone. Ramondre can eat it up a garbage time and get a touchdown in the garbage time.
I'm all here for Ramondre just being a pest this week. He's going to be a pest.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to be like, JV.
I agree.
And then Ramondre is going to like goal line touch, break a 40-yarder, then he'll fumble.
Yeah.
It's going to just be awesome. Like,
and Mike Vrabel's going to be like loving it, baby. Just loving it.
Ramondre.
Yeah. I don't care if you fumble. I love you, Ramondre.
It'd be like all those really early AI pictures we saw where everyone's just mad. You're just like type in mad crowd and everyone's deformed.
Mm-hmm.
That's just everybody.
And everybody's face is Travion Henderson.
Yeah. Everybody's face is Travion and just
you're like, is this AI? And then you zoom in and you're like, they're all the same person.
It's all AI now. It's all AI. We're the only thing left that's not yet. All right, Leo, I have Otten. Nice. Should I drop
Leo.
BTJ for Michael Taylor, Loveland, or Strange? Any other sneaky pickups? I think AJ Barner maybe is not sneaky, especially to that group, but if he's floating out there, but the question is having Otten, would you actually want to drop BTJ or Otten himself for any of those options? And
you drop Otten, and I'm not dropping BTJ, but I would drop Otten, and I would stream Britton Strange over him this week. The matchup is fantastic. Arizona.
Wait, you would go Strange over Otten?
Yes, I would.
So then I'm gonna cut Otten for him.
Yeah,
okay,
sure would. Yep.
Okay, okie doke. Need to sit one. Hunt, Pearsall, Flowers, Rice.
Hunt.
Yeah.
Hunt. Yeah.
Pacheco, I think, is back. So.
No, Pacheco's out, but still Hunt.
Oh, did they list him out?
Yep. He got ruled out late, which was surprising because he practiced in full for like half the week.
Let's see. Yeah, hold on. Let's do this. Sal, what is this? There's someone who's been waiting since the first hour for a super to be answered. Mind if I throw it up after the next one?
Yeah.
Sure. I mean, all of these ones that we're going through are for the first hour. I'd just like to point out we're still going through, but sure. Tyler, Juwan Johnson or Aaron Jones in the flex?
Aaron Jones.
Dobbs or Michael Carter in wide receiver PPR 2?
Is that Michael Wilson, you mean?
Michael
in wide receiver 2?
Yeah, it has to be Michael Wilson. He just screwed up.
So I would play it's Michael Wilson, and if you just phrase this wrong and it's Carter you're talking about, then it would be Dobbs over Carter, but it's Wilson over Dobbs.
Agreed. Okay, there you go, Tyler. Ask and ye shall receive. PPR 1 quarterback, 2 wide receiver, 3. The hell's the question? You gave us all your positions, then you say Yoshivas, White, Dortch. You just want to pick one?
I guess maybe a final flex spot. I'll go Yoshivas over that, and I'll order them in the same order that you got them in here. The chosen one.
Yes. Okay. That one was just like, here's my whole team construction. Which one player would you pick? Like,
you know what that felt like? It was like start typing a question, and then one of the kids is like, "I need more grits." Okay, fine. Brink. Oh, I sent it.
Is that the example? Kids are like, I need more grits.
Hey, it's a Southern thing. Yes. We eat grits around this house. We are a grit-loving family, okay?
My children, myself, and my grandparents have probably never uttered that phrase in their entire life.
Fair.
Of all the things, not like, I need more cereal.
That is
I need more apple juice. I need more grits. What is your
I'm never going to live this down. Good Lord. This is going to be clip for Joe. Jeez. Oh, man.
I need some Marlboros, Dad, and some grits. Make them reds.
Hey, grits are very good, okay? If you know, you know.
I've never had a grit.
Oh, they're so good.
Yeah, well, I can tell.
Cheese, some bacon.
7-year-old child. Give me a grits. All right, Nick, return yard league, Charlie Jones or Mooney PPR?
Mooney. I still can't get too cute with the return yardage stuff.
Yeah, 100%. What did Sal put? Charlie Jones has 854 kickoff yards and a touchdown. Yeah, Mooney doesn't have any return yards. He's asking, like, would you go Mooney as the theoretical number one or this kickoff returner? I'm going to go with Mooney on that.
I can't take the returner. Like, what if he, you know what I mean? Like, I can't bank on that. I get it, but I can't bank on that.
Give me some grits.
Never living that down.
Yo.
See, Alex in the chat knows grits are bomb.
Yeah, it's just like it's a child.
I know. It's like out of all the things, I could have said Pop-Tarts, I could have said cereal, I could have said anything else. It's the most southern thing I could have come up with.
Yeah, God love you, man. That's why people love you. Sean Tucker, Aaron Jones, or Monagai 10-man league. Aaron Jones.
It's Aaron Jones.
Yeah, he's Aaron Jones, baby. Purdy or Hurts?
Going Hurts.
It is. I love the situation this week for Hurts against Dallas. I love it.
I like both of them, to be honest. But
yeah, they're both great, but it's just Dallas. Ken Walker, Tez, Algier, Tootin. I guess we pick one, and we're going to pick Tootin together as a team, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's between Tootin and Walker. The thing, and just for everybody out there, Tez's role is going to be hurt this week. Chris Godwin, if he's active, he's cutting into somebody's route share. And this could be just a committee approach behind Igbuka. So I'm not playing Tez this week.
Yeah, even the corpse of Chris Godwin when he came out there the last time, they still threw him. He could only catch 4 balls, but he had 10 targets. Like they're just going to throw it at him, whether he should or not. All right, more little ones here. Baker or Darnold?
Darnold, and then it's not close.
Erickson would scream about this. He's big team Baker. I think I'm team Darnold on this one too.
I'm team Darnold. The matchup is fantastic. They need to feed the passing game to give Darnold like some good mojo going down the stretch. Like Baker's not been good over the last few weeks too. Like the losing the weapons has really hurt him. And this last one, we're just going YOLO here, baby. I really like Burden this week. Yeah, I'm going Burden. Yeah, I bet the over too.
I would have said Hollins if Booty wasn't active, but I'll go Burden.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah. Let's talk about the Are They Playing tool, Josh Jacobs and more. Make sure that you guys are always in the know, because if you're wondering if your injured players are suiting up, you need to check out Are They Playing. It uses years of injury data to give you an accurate prediction on whether an injured player is going to play. You can sync your league, get a simple report on all of your players on the practice report throughout the week, and best of all, it is available to you for free $99. Absolutely free. Stop sweating the Sunday inactives and get ahead of those tough lineup decisions by visiting fantasypros.com/aretheyplaying. That's fantasypros.com/aretheyplaying. All right. Let's roll with it. Sportsman, we're going to get into lightning round here soon because we got a little over 20 minutes left. So just FYI, the super chats will turn into lightning round. And conveniently, the super chats have not gone down. I still see the same number from like 30 minutes ago. So people are just
community is awesome. I will say that.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll roll some lightning round here, but a few more. Sportsman, like we've got what's the question here? We got a great team, we need 1 wide receiver, 2 running backs, and a flex. Okay. So let's look at the wide receivers where he has Jesus, I can't read this. I know I can't read this. Nico, Pittman, Pearsall, Wandell, Flowers.
So you only need 1 wide receiver left of those that I'm trying to figure out like what we're going with this Sportsman.
Deciphering it. We need Nicolas Cage here. Let's say I assume Nico's playing how he put it. So okay, let's just do this. Pick one of Pittman, Pearsall, Wandell, or Flowers.
Okay. I'm going Pittman.
Probably Pittman. Now let's pick 2 running backs. Genty. Well, Jacobs is out. It's Genty and and Emmanuel Wilson. Right?
Yeah, I agree with that. It's Genty and Emmanuel Wilson, and
I would say a flex between Judkins, Pearsall, Wandell, and Flowers.
And I'm assuming he's already starting Jefferson in this.
What Jefferson? Oh,
and I'm
Jets?
Pierce. I'm guessing that's Jefferson. I'm guessing that's.
Oh, I didn't assume that. I didn't even. God, this one is.
Or maybe that's the Jets defense. I don't. So I would say Pearsall is the flex after that.
Or if it is Nico and Jefferson, and then we now need one flex, Pittman. If we deciphered that, that one was a little confusing. Sorry, brother. We were trying to
I hope we answered it.
Oh yeah, Sal says he played Nico on Thursday. Needs one more wide receiver.
Yeah, but I don't know. But all those wide receivers can't be on his bench. Is my problem. Like some of the
two-man league.
Yeah,
two-man league. Mumbo number 5. Morning pros. Trade deadline is approaching. I am being offered by the number 1 team in my league, Gibbs and Rice for JSN. Thoughts? Smash.
Get the Gibbs side. Yeah,
Yep.
Done.
Gibbs and Rice
Easy.
is a
Done.
beautiful one.
That is a wonderful trade. Yes.
Which Johnson would you like? A Juwan or a Theo?
Picking a Johnson on a Sunday morning. Phrasing.
With grits.
Juwan with grits. Yes.
You want the all right. I agree with you on that, Juwan.
Grits Johnson, I guess.
Do you guys like Diggs or Rome this week and rest of season?
Diggs for both.
Both? All right.
Yeah, for both.
You like Diggs?
I believe. Yeah. Oh God, that's such a
dogs. Yeah.
Oh, dogs.
I like
dogs.
I like Diggs.
If people get the reference, then if you know, you know.
You know. Tez Johnson or Josh Downs is a wide receiver 2.
Downs. We were just talking about Tez Johnson. Godwin's going to eat into his routes.
If Godwin's not there, it's Tez then.
Yeah.
All right. And then Walker, Wilson, Kamara at flex. I think we kick Walker here. You kind of like Kamara, but now that Emmanuel Wilson's the only dog in town, I think Emmanuel's my choice.
I think it's Emmanuel. I'm going with Emmanuel too.
All right. Matt, hey guys, would you start this week ETN or Tootin? PPR.
Well, neither one of them are catching passes. I'm going to go Tootin, man. I'm more worried about ETN's shoulder than I am about Tootin's ankle.
Mike, good morning and happy Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to you next week. Full PPR flex, Monty or Pearsall. Stop there.
I'm going Monty. I think he scores a touchdown, man. I think he gets at least 80 in a tutty.
And then also in another league, half PPR, Monty, Judkins, or K9.
Still Monty.
Monty over Judkins.
Yes. I just, dude, here's the thing. We talked about Shador. Do you have any faith? Like, can you say with certainty, like over under Cleveland getting in the red zone 2 times?
No. I'm like, listen, we did. Erickson and I do the prop show with Pizza Pia, and Erickson put Shador Sanders on there, and it was an over. And I was just like, okay, like I get it. I just can't do it. I can see where
it's a dice roll, and it's a very dangerous one.
Yeah, I did that last week with Pearsall. I was like, oh, the number's so low. And then it's just like nothing. But Shador is just, it's not proven to be good. So yeah, I want to be proven that he's good before I start jumping in the waters for that stuff and all of those.
Yeah.
So like I am kind of moving away from Judkins as well.
And the thing about Judkins is like, when is he, like, how many weeks do we have to go back before, like, since he's had an actual good game?
Yeah,
it's been a minute.
He's the king of 18 for 54. So that's what he does.
Yes, he is. And he doesn't score touchdowns because the offense sucks.
They stink. Mooney, Tucker, Lursel, and Josh Downs. That's why we did the Yoshi, because Yoshi Voss. I forgot about that. That's why we did the impression.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just crazy. I'm going Yoshi here.
Oh, you get 2. You get 1 more.
2?
Tucker.
This is probably where I play Tucker. I don't love it, but this is probably. It's hard to have any kind of faith in Darnell Mooney. Kirk Cousins has been horrible.
Larson and Tucker. That's what we're doing. Good morning, Addison Tez Burden. Addison
Burden.
Oh, you want to play full upside? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going full upside.
Bam Knight or Monangai?
I'm going Monangai, but it's close.
I want Monangai to be the guy, and he's not the guy. Think I would lean Bam Knight on this one, and I think ECR has Bam Knight.
I'm sure Bam Knight, yeah. And I disagree with ECR. I think Michael Carter should be ranked ahead of Bam Knight because I think the Cards are going to be trailing in that game, but maybe I'm wrong.
Hey, it's a boy Dev. Pick one, full PPR. Dobbs, Pierce, Pearsall, Watson.
Oh, Dev, this is a tough range, man.
Full PPR too.
Dang it, I'm going Pearsall. I think it's Pearsall week.
I'm going to join you. Game day. Track every fantasy relevant moment in one spot. We're talking about all these beautiful players. We'll get game day. Game day gives you live play-by-play updates on all your matchups, fantasy leaderboards, and player updates, and it is free. Don't spend another week without game day when you are tailing and watching for all of your fantasy matchups. Check it live at fantasypros.com/game day. That's fantasypros.com/game day. Ladies and gentlemen, rev up your engines because it is our best attempt at lightning round. You guys do not listen, and you have obliterated the super chats in there. So I'm just sadly telling you, we are definitely not getting to every single one of them, but we had warned you a whole bunch. I do believe we are in very close proximity to having every single one that was guaranteed. I don't know what that number was, but I know the timestamp. I think we're about 7 away from that completion. So we're going to get as many as possible. I'm going to shut up. Let's go into the best version of lightning round we can. So that means we're not going to do heavy analysis. Half PPR start 4, Pickens, Rice, McBride, Bowers, Adunze, Aaron Jones. So that is called sit 2. We are going Pickens, Rice, McBride, and Bowers.
I think you got the right. Yeah, it's the first 4.
Yep. And then Lamar, Stafford.
Lamar,
baby. Gotta go Lamar. There you go.
Yeah, Lamar.
There you go, Hartley. Brendan, what's up, fellas? Your legends got Tyler in flex. Tyler Warren, would you play Kamara, Ken Walker, or Michael Wilson over him today? Happy turkey. If I did, it would be Michael Wilson, but
if I did, it'd be Michael Wilson. Yeah, and I'm fine with Michael Wilson over him this week.
Yeah, it's close. I don't know if I would.
It's very close. All those options are very close.
Stafford or Purdy?
Purdy.
Javonte Williams or Javonte? Oh, Javonte over
Javonte.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to flip that. I'm going to go Stafford. I forgot about the Bucks secondary injuries. So I'm going to go Stafford.
Purdy. Tucker, Pearsall, Slayton, Pierce. Full PPR need 1.
Pearsall.
Yep.
Okay.
Watson, Mooney, Addison, Slayton, Yoshi. We need a wide receiver and a flex, so we need 2.
Watson and Yoshi.
Agree. Should I play? Okay, we kind of already had this one in a 4-point. You're saying Stafford. I'm saying Purdy. We are no help. But full PPR, Tootin, Yoshi, Dortch, sit 1.
Sit Dortch.
Bye, Dortch. Yep.
Easy.
Dortch to the bench. Tucker or Gainwell? Tucker.
See, I'm going Gainwell. I think
Going
he's the
Gainwell over Tucker?
I am. Yeah.
What do you think Gainwell's going to do? Get all the red zone?
I think Gainwell is going to get a similar snap percentage to Tucker, but he's got a better matchup. I don't think Jalen Warren's healthy.
Sean Tucker. Rome or Warren in the flex, full PPR.
Oh, jeez.
Maybe if you like Gainwell this much, this shouldn't even be close. We can't pick Warren.
Well, I thought that was Tyler Warren. Is it Tyler Warren or Jalen? I don't know. I assume Tyler.
Well, if it's Tyler Warren,
I'll go Rome either way.
Even if it's Jalen. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Alec Pierce or Juwan Jennings from Jacob. Half PPR.
I'm going to go Jennings.
Ooh,
it's tough. I don't know what coverage the Colts get.
I'm gonna go Jennings too.
Pierce has a wide range, man. I don't know what that game is fascinating.
Half PPR pick 2, Michael Wilson, Rome, and Aaron Jones.
First 2.
Yeah, it is.
First
I just hate to sit Aaron Jones, but Michael Wilson's gonna get peppered. Warren, Pitt, or Walker PPR. Let's go us with Christmas and a wine bottle.
Champagne? What's that?
Let's go us.
I will take Walker.
Warren, is he saying Warren in Pittsburgh, or is that like?
I'm guessing that's Pitts. I was taking that as that's Kyle Pitts, but
it could go so many ways.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
If this means Warren from Pittsburgh, which by the way you could have just put a J in front of it, I would take.
Yeah.
I think Jalen over Ken Walker at this point.
I'm taking Ken Walker.
Lightning round. Which are we starting, Bryce or Baker? Don't you see?
We talked about this in the Key Question show. I'm going Bryce Young.
Okay, Bryce. I agree. Good streamer. Gibbs and Rice for Jason. I think we already did that one.
Yep, Gibbs side. Yeah. Easy.
We love it.
Get that trade done, baby.
Goff for Mahomes. And then non-PPR flex, Burden, Yoshi, or Monangai.
So we're touchdown hunting.
Still Yoshi.
Yeah, it's still Yoshi, but it's close to Burden. But I'm going Yoshi. I agree with you.
Good morning, Manuel Wilson, Jacobs, or it's Manuel Wilson.
Yeah, Manuel Wilson.
Also, sit one of Tetaroa, Higgins, Pickens, Lamb. Jesus.
I'm going to sit Pickens.
Yeah, sit the pick.
Coverage matchup isn't good for him.
PPR pick 1, DJ Moore, Addison, or Yosh.
Yosh
over DJ.
We're very pro Yoshi show.
We are very pro. Dude, I got props on him. Plus money
Yeah,
at 3.5 receptions.
Same. Took the same thing. I took it as soon as I saw it, like at the beginning of the week.
You guys we were a little bit earlier this week. You guys want to go check it out? Go check out Betting Pros. Me and Erickson. That was one of my 5 props. We do 5 props each. Was plus money 3.5 receptions for Yoshi. Full PPR. Parker Washington, White or Tucker.
This is right.
Tucker. Yeah, guessing that's Rashad White. Fantasy Pros, Standard League bonus big plays need 1 of Genty, Gainwell. Also, Hunt and Tucker are available. Genty.
Oh, I think this is a big bounce back week for Genty. I'd really like Genty this week.
Go with the Genty. Wow, we are actually. I don't want to jinx it, but we're killing this lightning round right now. We still got 10 more minutes.
Flowing through them, baby.
Let's go, Sal. We're doing it.
Yes.
Wandale or Ken Walker, full PPR. Wandale.
Ken Walker.
Okay. Receptions. What? We're gonna get 9 points from Wandale, and we might only get. We'll get that from the receptions. We might only get like 4 more points on 40 yards, but
I want to take Walker. I get it.
Pick 2. We don't have to pick 2 because Josh Jacobs is out. So Higgins and Flowers.
So this worked itself out for itself.
There you go, Dylan. Sometimes life
finds a way.
Yeah.
Great Ian Malcolm. Life finds a way.
PPR flex, Pierce, Pearsall, Tucker, Pearsall.
Yes, sir.
All right, we together. Algier or Luther Burden, PPR.
Luther.
Yes, it's Luther, but I don't hate Algier in this spot.
I don't hate Algier either. I
guess
but I think
touchdown.
This is a freaking game where Atlanta should feed Bijan 25 carries.
They should.
Should
In one hand. Yeah. Full PPR, super flex, 6-point passing touchdown, have to flex 1 and a super flex 1. So we must and must win.
Every week is must win.
I know. They're all like,
God, Bob, we're trying to get everyone.
Can't just like go and lose week 12.
Yeah.
Jamison Williams, Winston, DK Metcalf, Warren Igbuka, and Sean Tucker. Well, you got to put Winston in at the flex, the super flex. So, like, we're not discussing that. And then the one flex is, Igbuka.
It's Igbuka,
right? You're not going to screw around and take a quarterback out of super flex, are you? You look like you might. Don't do it.
Dude, I was debating DK Metcalf, but I'm not going to get that cute with it. I'll just, I'll stay.
They've had a limiter on Winston last week. Just let him throw 55 times this week.
Yeah,
take that limiter off. Johnson, Henry, or Loveland. Which Johnson though? Let's just assume this is Juwan, and it's Juwan's the answer.
If it's Juwan, it's Juwan's the answer. But if that's Theo, then I would take Theo with Dart coming back. So either way, it's Johnson. Yeah.
So wait, you're out. I just want to point out because I just realized something. Like Henry's the highest ranked of all of these, and you got the
for the rest of the season. I'm not going Hunter Henry.
I did. I wasn't paying Henry. I wasn't paying.
Yeah, the rest of the season, I don't want Hunter Henry because he's been a nothing burger. But if you're talking about I would play Hunter Henry over any of these options this week.
Yes, agreed. That's what I was catching myself.
Yes,
Juwan Johnson rest of season, and then Reed or Tez rest of season.
It's neither. Honestly, neither.
Exactly.
I don't want either one of those guys.
Probably Tez if you had to.
Tez if one of them.
Yeah. Loveland, Strange, Taylor, Chig, Strange, and then Judkins or Wilson. We already said Wilson. All right. Raiders or Steelers defense.
Steelers. Bad Caleb provides.
Key. Standard League pick 1. Diggs, Higgins, Olave, Judkins in the flex. Higgins.
It's between Higgins and Olave for me. I would go Olave, but it's close.
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Higgies. Howdy. Half PPR flex. JMO, Jones, or Slayton. JMO.
Yes,
JMO. Look at us. Trade Harvey and a 1 for Achane or Genty in a 1 for JT. What? Trade Harvey in a 1 for Achane or trade Genty in a 1 to get Jonathan Taylor.
I'm not doing either one of those. I don't want to do either one of those.
Yeah, this is
I'm not paying up for either one of those guys. Like I think better days are ahead for Harvey. I think better days are ahead for Genty. I'm not. Nope, not doing that.
I don't mind the Harvey for and a 1 for Achane, especially if that 1 is lower. That 1 is like a top 5 or 6 in a draft class. maybe you give pause. But if it's lower, I have no problem with it for HN over for Harvey. So that's me. I'm a little bit more tradey. It's very interesting. The baseball dynasty world versus the football dynasty world. I mean, I've been playing dynasty football probably more than some people in the chat have been alive, but like the way trades have moved in favor of like the pick hoarding that happens in dynasty football, it is unmatched in any other sport. Any other sport, it is unmatched.
It's pretty wild, but I think there's also something to be said for that pick equity. Like, it's a non-fungible asset. If you want to go trade it after free agency next year or the draft and what have you, you're probably, I mean, it's one of those, it's like having a gold bar never appreciates. It's always
maybe, but also like, okay, take away the having the first like 2 or 3 picks in a dynasty draft. Like the difference in versus like a lot of other places is, yes, you can go and get a Genty or a guy that immediately jumps up. Okay, there's that. But like someone will be like, I got the 7th pick. It turns into the Family Guy meme where it's like, hey, would you like this boat or this mystery box? And it's like, oh, I'll take the box. It could maybe be, the boat. And it's like people won't trade this pick and something to get a player that they would dream their pick turns into. So that's my
I agree with that. Yeah.
All right, lightning round. Standard league, Diggs, Aaron Jones, and the flex.
Diggs. Just go full May.
Half PPR, and 2 running backs, 2 wide receivers, and a flex between Henderson, Hall, Igbuka, Olave, Pearsall, and Tyler Warren. Come on, dude. All right. Hall and Henderson as your 2 RBs because you don't have a choice. So didn't need to ask us that.
Or do they need an RB2 and a wide receiver 2 and a flex? So just one of each?
Oh.
I don't know if I'm reading that right.
I mean, I also don't. I see that. Your point is, okay, 1 RB2, 1 wide receiver.
Oh, okay.
That's what so I stand corrected.
Hendo, Igbuka, and I'll go Olave.
I'll go Hall. Okay. There we go. Thank you, Sal. Voice of reason.
Thanks, Sal. Appreciate
Trade
it.
Jonathan Taylor for Bijan and Devonta Smith. Yes.
I would do that.
Does JT schedule worry you? Current running backs are JT, HN, Mark. None of it matters.
I mean, no, I'm not worried about the schedule with JT. He's going to get
like you said, it should be nothing but Bijan the rest of the way through. They are Kirk Cousins too.
Yeah,
full PPR: Toot and Bam, Gainwell, Monangai, Yoshi. Pick 1. Yoshi.
I'm going Tootin', but it's close.
Yeah. Okay. And Godson's on the wire. Doesn't matter. Drop Monangai, Gainwell, or Tootin' for them.
If you need a tight end help, I mean, I don't know who your tight end, but yeah, if Gadsden's on the wire, pick him up. Absolutely. Yeah. And
who'd you cut?
I would cut Monangai out of those 3.
Then rest of season, Burrow, Purdy, Daniel Jones. Looks like Burrow might come back next week. I'll say Burrow. Okay. Super lightning round. We'll get these last ones in. Flex 2, Hunt, Watson, Pierce, Pearsall.
Pearsall is in.
And Watson. Yeah. Okay. Let's do that. Pick 1 in PPR. Tucker, Charbonnet, Tootin'. Tucker for me.
And Tootin' for me. But we've been there.
Yeah, we've been doing this. Yeah. Need 1. Ramondre, Bam, Parker, Washington.
I would just play garbage time and go with Ramondre, but I know Bam.
I don't hate that at all. Actually,
I think the Patriots are going to absolutely just crush the Bengals today. So I think Ramondre is going to get garbage time carries.
Yeah, Judkins or Genty.
Easy.
Also have Sean Tucker and Tootin'. Doesn't matter. Chase Brown is RB1. That's solid.
Chase Brown's going to have a really good day.
Sean Tucker or Tracy PPR.
I would take Tucker in this one.
Okay. What if it was Trey Tucker?
Ooh, then I'm taking Tracy. I'm just team never Trey Tucker.
This one is Genty, Warren, or K9.
Yes,
full PPR.
I agree. This is Genty.
Okay.
Genty.
Aaron Jones out. Start Caleb or Brissett. I love me some Brissett today, but so does the whole world. So yeah, it's a little problem. Full PPR, Gainwell or Downs. So I'll go Gainwell with you.
I'll go Gainwell.
Oh, I know you'll go Gainwell. Trust Jennings over Monangai and Singletary.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, trust is a loose word, but yes.
Yeah.
PPR, Goddard or Jawan. PPR tight end. Why are Tetaroa, Addison, and Tracy in this? Are those separate questions? You know what I'm saying?
Or is he trying to say it's tight end premium? I don't know what we're doing here. Don't be good, be great.
Yeah, I mean, Tetaroa is the best player here, so
I don't know if that's. I don't know what we're. Yeah, I don't know if that's supposed to be TEP.
How about Jawan or Goddard?
Goddard.
And then Tet, Addison, Tracy will take Tetaroa.
It's easy, Tet.
Okay. And then last one, Pearsall or Xavier Worthy. Pearsall. Easy.
Yeah.
Would you like Theo Johnson or Algier at flex?
Theo?
Okay.
You could talk me into Algier if you needed ceiling.
All right, this last one snuck in. PPR running back and flex. Brown, Hendo, Rico. Rico's the running back and Chase. Well,
you're playing Henderson.
Chase Brown, Rico, and Henderson. You got to pick two.
I'm playing Rico and Henderson.
Yeah, I don't even. Why would you even put like these other guys in there when you have Chase Brown, Henderson, and Rico? I'm sorry.
Is that Chase Brown or AJ Brown?
I would assume that's Chase Brown because it's with the running backs.
Oh well, then it's Chase Brown and Hendo. Then I'm playing those two, and Rico's on the outside looking in.
I don't like that, but the 49ers defense stinks. The ranks, though, say that Rico's the number 1 pick out of that, followed by Chase Brown and Henderson, and that's how I would sit Henderson on this one. So
okay.
And then actual last one, and I'm not doing any more, so don't put another super chat in. Need 2 full PPR: Brees, Judkins, Pitts, Otten, the 2 running backs.
Yeah,
running backs. That's it. We are done. We are out of here. No more impressions. No more grits. No more nothing. Just football. Football all day long. That's what you got. You guys know the drill, even if it's a little bit early. We got live streams going on. Make sure to go and check out twitch.tv. I got to be honest with you. I don't remember if the Twitch is 30 minutes from now or if it's right now since we changed schedules. So what you can do is go to twitch.tv/FantasyPros, subscribe so you get notifications, and then we got lives over there. And I think we had something going on. Maybe Sal's going to tell me what the hell's going on. It's now on Twitch. So we're live on Twitch right now. So ditch us. Get out of here. Go to twitch.tv/FantasyPros. Also go to Betting Pros if you got some betting stuff in your brain here. I know Peralt's going to be there. If you've got time, you can check out the Betting Pros video that Erickson and I did. It's like 25 minutes with Pisa Pia. You can get our best props of the week. That's all the stuff. Get prepared. Go do the stuff. Betting Pros is live at 12 Eastern, so in about 30 minutes you can do it. So you got time. You can go over to Twitch right now. You can watch our video. Yeah, you can put both up. You can make some grits. Do whatever you got to do. You got time, all the time in the world for week 12. And make sure you got all your stuff hooked up with Fantasy Pros to make the best week possible. That's it. We're out of here. Shout out to Sal for the 1s and 2s and holding everything down. Oh, look at this. Someone put a big super chat. Don't do this to us. We're doing last one. I'm such a sucker.
I am the same. I always feel guilty. I never want to leave questions.
Guilty for leaving. Yeah. We're trying to leave. Sean Tucker, Gainwell, or Bam?
So it's Tucker and Gainwell for me.
Okay, there you go. Keon getting that in. That's even
Sneaky
your real
Keon.
name.
We got
Sneaky
you though.
Keon.
We got
all
you
right,
though,
you guys know the drill. Thank you to Sal for everything. Love you, D bro. I'm Welsh. We'll talk to you next time. Good luck in week 12. Peace out. Woo! Week 12.
Dude, I heard on Twitch, I heard in Discord, everybody kept talking about the Yoshi voice.
That's funny. I didn't know anybody liked it. Not a single human being said anything to me. So, woo.